You want sports? We got sports for you right here, Woodward Sports.
I'm never late. I'm always on time.
Oh.
When have I ever watched him?
I want wings and pizza.
Is wings and pizza?
I want wings and pizza.
Yeah. I played with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
Well, good morning. How are you? Fantastic. Good. I mean, where do we start? Do I start with the Joique and Kennedy conversation that just took place?
Me to art conversation.
Brutal honesty. Brutal honesty.
It wasn't honest.
It was brutal.
Oh, it was his perception. And now you have to prove him wrong.
I'm going to.
Hey, just a chip on your shoulder.
I don't want to give anything away because we have a surprise coming next week, okay? But I happen to be, this time I wasn't doing a mock draft. I was actually looking at some stuff, and we have some breaking news with fish in just a moment. We'll head to the aquarium. And you know how a conversation's happening right there, and you're not listening, but you're kind of listening? And
you're trying to whistle. No, he's ear hustling. We call that ear hustling.
Kennedy asked Joique for
no, for some help because she has.
We don't want to give it away. Right? She has something coming up, and she asked Joique for help. And Joique, as a matter of factly, and I don't begrudge you of this. You need to know this, okay?
Yeah, because
this is your perception. This is your perception.
It's true love.
Joique looked at her with true love and said, "You're too soft." Like, so as a matter of factly. And it was like, so, damn, my head turned. Kennedy didn't like to hear that, but Kennedy, now you have a chance to prove that you're not too soft.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to take that chance?
Oh, I'm going to take the chance.
So you're not listening. You're not listening to Joique.
No, I'm not listening to Joique. I should probably, but I'm not going to.
You know, because I'm looking out for your well-being, your health, and then also your pride. I don't want you to go out there and have your pride stripped from you. I'm being honest. That's. There's some things you can go out there and just do without having any training and be okay. That's not dangerous. You can go play tennis. You can go play golf. You know, you can go do MMA. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about. Well, maybe not MMA, but there's other sports. There's other sports that you can go out there and do that.
You just want me to be a little country club girl.
No. What I'm saying is, if that's something you want to do, give yourself time to train for it.
I have time. November.
It's November? And do you even know what you want to do?
That's why I was asking you. But anyway.
To figure it out. And the thing that I think is best for you, I told you, you kind of shrug it off, but those are the longest careers. And if you have until that November, you have time to learn that skill.
Okay.
Joique cares. Arthur, no, don't.
So much for Bessie and a Tessie, Kennedy.
I know.
No, it is Bessie.
No, that is Bessie and a Tessie.
It is.
No,
Bessie
do big things, Kennedy. I believe in you.
I ain't said I didn't believe in her.
No, you pretty much
I told her
did.
that she was soft.
Yeah.
It's the difference.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. You know? You get you in that. You're too soft. We got to get you in the weight room. We got to get that. We got to get you around some gorillas.
We gotta get. My body is soft.
Yeah.
Hey, Kennedy, there's a sewing contest happening in Ferndale next week. No. It's more up your alley.
Soft-hearted. Like, you soften your chest. Like, you have a soft heart.
Okay.
And, you know.
Could you turn it on and, like, become a killer? Could you, like.
I've been in a fight before, and I won.
When were you in a fight, though? Can I ask?
My freshman year of college.
Let me see a gorilla.
No, I hate when you put me on the spot like this.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Well, what do you think's going to happen when you do this? You're going to be on a spot, and there's going to be somebody else on a spot, and you're going to have to react.
Listen, when you get out there, you don't have time to think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You only have time to react.
That's right.
So when something happens, you have to.
Where's the gorilla?
Without hesitation.
Okay.
Without hesitation. Wow. You got to hit the tape when you do it. Let me see it. You got to have.
Can you show me how to do it again?
You need the gorilla.
Go for it, Kennedy.
The gorilla.
You gotta look at the camera when you do it. Look at the camera when you do
I
it.
swear
You gotta
to
look
God.
at the camera. Don't look at me. Look at the camera when you do it. What do you need?
That gorilla.
No.
Too soft.
No.
What?
No.
I thought it was really good.
No.
I broke the
And look,
desk.
if somebody's laughing while they're coming at me,
No.
It's
right?
like-
You were kind of laughing.
Yeah, you kind of smiling.
You were kind of you
Look at
were
that
smiling
face.
and everything.
Listen, look at that face.
What face? Mine?
Huh?
Yeah, boy. Yes, Fish.
Yeah, they gone. I clipped them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the aquarium. Hi, Fish.
We have breaking news this morning.
All right. What's the breaking news?
Joique, this is for you. The breaking news is Joique's one hot chip that you talked about a week ago, or 2 weeks ago. It is coming in the mail. It'll be here by next week. So next week at 11 a.m., one of the days, you're going to be taking that chip.
Look at that look of fear.
So that is the breaking news. Yep, that is the look you will be
Where's
giving
the
us when you
gorilla
eat
now?
that
Oh,
chip
the
at 11
chip?
a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
forgot
one
about
hot
that.
chip is
Okay.
on its way.
Did you
Okay.
thought
And
he
it will
said
be
chick?
here.
I didn't know what he said. I thought
Chick is coming in the
I
building.
didn't know if
One
he said
hot chip.
iPad. I thought he was talking about the iPad was coming in, and we have to keep looking at that clock right there.
Well, as soon as Stick gets the clock from wherever he's going to get the clock from, and I'm not blaming you.
Yeah, you did.
But Stick, no, I'm not blaming him because Stick works a lot of hours. He's here 24/7, so he doesn't have the time to get a clock.
You would
Wait,
never
So
go
if
wait,
you
wait,
want
wait
to
to
get the
reverse-
clock yourself, get the
Way
clock
to
yourself.
retract your statement. Way to retract.
Like Fish had hit him. He was like, "Oh shit, Stick's right there." Well, he's here all the time and works a lot of hours. That was
No,
awesome.
He
I
just
knew he was
retracted.
here. I didn't retract anything.
You
he
did.
said that he's going to get the clock from somewhere, right? And he works a lot of hours. He's here 24/7. He had 2 softball games yesterday after work that he attended to.
Yo, he knows so much.
So
about
he probably was out till 11:30.
I find it
The
very
stores are
interesting
closed
that
at 11:30.
you know Fish schedule better than his wife. I find that mildly weird.
So anyway,
But
breaking
okay.
news is Joique's taking the
Mildly
one chip
weird.
next week. And
Okay.
pray for
What we
Joique
say,
because
Kennedy?
he may die.
Put a cork in it.
Joique, you're really
never
going to
said
do
that.
that chip thing?
He has to now. It's
Gotta
on
do
its
it.
way, so he
It's
has
on its
to.
way.
You can't
You're
back
out your
down.
mind.
Joique, I'm telling you, you're going to lose your mind. You're not going to know what hit
Yeah,
you.
Joique,
Have you
it's-
done it before?
No, I've seen
Not-
people do it.
You
I've
see-
seen
you've
people
seen
on
people
the
do it.
stage do it. I don't want to die. So of course I'm not going to do it. Hey, Fisher, you done it? Hell no,
It's
because I
all
don't
a
want to do it.
mindset.
I want to die.
That's all on my set. You'll be all
Okay?
right.
Well, just know that
You
Corey and
really-
his friend did it, and they were sweating. Corey was sweating on the toilet for like 12 hours.
Corey was
He
legitimately
was sweating.
sick.
He had to leave early
He was
because he felt
legitimately
terrible.
sick.
And this is like 5 hours after the chip.
He said what?
We have predictions. Justin and his people in his office, we predict that you're not going to make it out of the parking lot.
I'm going to take the chip at the end of the show.
No, you
Yeah.
can't. It has to be at the start of the show. Has to be at the start.
In pain the whole show.
Okay, that's cool.
Has to be
Joique,
at the
are you
start
in
of the
too
show.
deep now? Because
That's the only
listen,
way it
I
works.
would do
That's
everything
how-
I could. And here comes Corey with a K for an insider's view on this. But I'm telling Joique, like honestly,
No, this would be 2 chips coming in because me and Mike both said we were going to do it.
let
I'm
Mike
letting-
eat both of them.
I'm
Mike,
letting
Mike,
y'all
Yeah,
know
it's a
right
2-in-1.
now.
Mike's rotten soul deserves
2-in-1.
that.
Look, I'm letting y'all know right now.
It's a 2-in-1 chip.
There's one chip.
They should have been 2 because me and Michael were supposed to be doing it together.
No. You
Mike
if
didn't
he
commit.
sends-
He didn't
if he
commit the
sends-
same
I
day
asked-
you
I only
did.
asked him for 1. If he sends 2, then I'll bring 2. But
You only asked for 1?
yeah, because
Mikey was right here
Yes.
and he said he was going to do it
Not
with
the
me.
same
We both
day.
said we were gonna do
Not
it.
the same
Yes,
day
he
you guys
was.
commit.
No, he
My
wasn't.
best
He
is-
changed. I got video.
I'll
You
do
was by
it if he
yourself.
gets
It was the
two.
day
You
after.
told when Mikey did it?
No, when we were
No.
talking.
You asked me first.
Yeah,
And then you came back and asked me again, recording it.
yeah.
Right. But when you asked him the first time Mikey was here, he said he was going to do it.
I don't remember that. I got the video.
Because
Welcome
He did not.
the video was when after I
You're
said
trying to
yes.
Look, he's trying to cop
changing the
out
story
now.
because that
How'd I
chip is
change
on
the
the way.
story?
Cop out.
So
I'm letting you know right now.
How's that a cop
You're
out?
gonna see a
You
grown
want me to
man
do it?
cry.
Mikey, I
you
don't
want me
want
to
to
do it, so you have no say so.
I don't
so
want
be
to do
quiet.
it. Okay, I don't
All right
want to
then,
die.
Exactly. Corey can talk because
I
he
want
did
to
it.
stay alive for 20 more years.
Well then, be quiet and stay alive. 20 more years? That's it.
At least.
Hey, look.
Okay.
Fish, I
At
hope
least.
you're around for like 3 centuries. I do.
Sean, I eat hot stuff. You saw me.
I saw him.
I'm letting you know right now. This is a different beast.
He didn't look well. Joique,
Okay.
I'm not, listen, this is not like a radio bit. He was kind of standing outside the bathroom like this, right? I go, Corey, you okay? And he goes, dude. And he explained to me what was going on, and I don't like seeing human beings like that,
see,
man.
the hotness in your mouth, the hotness, from the chip, that goes away in like 20, 30 minutes. It's when it hits your stomach. When you saw me, that's by the time it coursed through and hit the stomach, and it was.
Why would you do it? I don't
Did
get
it clear
it.
you out though?
Oh yeah, I lost 4 pounds.
Oh, I need that chip.
Oh, me too.
Bring that chip.
Bring it.
Bring that chip.
Another thing about it is, it came with a price.
It came out hot.
It came with a price.
Came out smoking.
I don't wish that on nobody, but
You gotta put some ice between
I'm letting you know
cheeks.
right now. It's going.
You gotta put some ice between your cheeks.
It was bad.
There's nothing you can do.
I've never cried on the toilet in my life, but that day I did. Grown man tears.
Dude, I'm not joking. I know I told you guys this story. Corey, you weren't here. Mike from the Smoke Show and I used to go destroy wings, and this chef one day heard us talking shit about his wings, so he was like, I made a plate of wings for you. Like, we surrendered, like waving white flags and everything. I'm not joking. It was 2 days. Like, my body wasn't right. It did something.
I'm going to let you know right now.
I'm not doing that again.
When I take that chip, it's going to be at the end of the show. It's not going to be during the show.
Please do. Yeah. Take it when you sign off because you're gonna.
Can we do it a couple minutes before the end? If you're going to do it, which I
cheating if you do
highly
it at
advise
the
you
end
not
of the
to.
show.
Okay, as one of your advisors,
That's
I
cheating.
advise you.
Don't take the damn chip that if you're gonna take it at the end of the
Sean told me
show.
not to do it, so I can't do it.
Then blame me. Absolutely.
Come on, he already mailed
Blame
it.
me.
Papa
No.
Sean.
He already mailed it.
I don't want you to do that.
Mike
I don't.
can do it.
If
TikTok
and when you
Mike
take
can do
the
shit.
chip.
Listen. Nobody here likes TikTok Mikey.
But no,
Said Mikey can do it.
Makazi sent me the chip because I told him that the former Detroit Lions running back Joique Bell was taking the chip.
All right, listen.
And you said on camera you were taking the chip.
Okay,
we
this
got
what I
to
do.
put
This
And
what
you
we'll
said
do.
it 5 times on the show.
This is what we do. Hey, be quiet while I'm talking. We're going to cut the
He's
chip
getting
in
scared
half.
now.
Hold on, I'm talking. We're going to cut the chip in half. I'm going to take half, and then Mikey's going to take half.
I did a whole chip.
I know, but if he's only
I'll
sending
give
one.
Mike. You know what? I still have a corner of a chip. I'll give Mikey the corner
How you have a corner of a chip?
because I still had it.
So you didn't eat the whole chip?
Hell, no, I ate my whole chip. My friend didn't eat the whole chip.
You guys are nuts, man.
So you
What
want
the-
him to eat a chip that's been in another man's mouth?
All right, we're going to
No,
come
okay,
back. We're
chip
going to
was
figure
wrong.
this
We'll
out, all
figure this
right?
out.
Stick with us, Woodward Sports.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Technology's just unbelievable. How do I put it on comments? Because I
you-
hope that
make the screen
Yeah,
big.
Fish, you can come up here.
Make
Don't
the
worry
screen
about it.
big. Make the screen big.
Forget that. I'm not doing that. Listen, I really want to see what people think because I think I don't want to see other people go through misery. I don't. Like I get it. I'm the cantankerous old man and I play the bit and everything.
that people say I
but
cut
like
my
honestly,
locks.
even Mikey, Mike, don't eat it. Don't. Why are you doing that to yourself, man? Why are you
I
doing
wanna
that?
eat
Go
it.
back to that. It's funny because somebody chimed in yesterday and said that we missed the Joique photo from the shower bit. And then they said this week Joique FaceTime in the shower, next week Joique FaceTime on the job.
That's
Laugh
great,
out loud.
Jake.
That's a good one, Jake. I like it.
Scott said, I would advise bringing aloe wipes and a bottle of Pepto. That chip is hot enough to make it burn when you urinate. Don't do that. And you know what, Joique? No. What? I'm being called a coward. You know what? That'll go away after 5 minutes. You know what won't go away? The dysentery that's in your gosh damn abdomen. Call me a wuss,
Hey.
call me a sissy,
Hey.
call me whatever you want.
What are you teaching?
I'm
Hold
not,
up.
no way.
Sean, what are you teaching my Bessie here? Me and my
Yeah.
Bessie got that gorilla.
It's good to be soft.
That chip is gonna
That's
have
what I.
that
That's what
gorilla
I'm.
when
It's
you
good
eat
to be
it.
soft.
Huh?
That chip is gonna have that gorilla when you eat it.
Okay.
We'll hit it right back.
That-
Hit it
you
right
know-
back.
And that's what I'd
What's
say.
what you're
Congratulations, Chip. You're a bigger gorilla than I. Sometimes you need to know when to turn around and walk away.
No.
No, I'm
No.
life
This is-
lessons,
this-
man.
This isn't an 0-3 now 14-5. There's no walking away here.
Life
I'm
lessons.
swinging away.
This is a life
You swinging
lesson
away
you don't
with me,
have to learn.
Bessie?
I'm swinging with you, bestie.
So excited.
I'm really good at eating spicy stuff.
Then you know what? Let's go back to the beginning of the show. Then you can't tell her she's soft.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't do
Will this
that.
prove to you I'm not soft?
That would prove to me that you're
Kennedy,
not soft.
please, I trust
You're
you.
eating it too?
Yeah, I just said I
What
ate
the
it.
hell's wrong with
I've already eaten an entire ghost
I-
pepper
you know what?
before. I can't.
Yeah, that is
Arthur?
worse.
We were talking about Arthur. We were talking about this before the show starts, and you were not privy to this conversation. Evidently, everybody
smile out of all the.
Evidently, everybody around here is taking Memorial Day off except for Arthur, Kennedy, Sean, and Fish. Everybody else is taking Memorial Day off, right? Well, guess what? We're going to have a fucking day off, too. And when we have the day off, it's going to be Chip Day. I'm not coming in. I am not going to be a party to that. I'm not.
Can I say that there's this thing in business? It's called comp days. And when you work for a holiday, you get a comp day. And I feel like we should get a comp day.
And I'll take an extra day off, too.
And Joique should come in twice on Sunday.
Sean sounds like La Russa telling his players not to swing at the plate. Yes.
Yeah, he
Don't
does.
eat
Yeah.
that chip off the plate. Don't do that.
No, we don't eat off the floor.
Why would you do that?
We don't eat off the
I'm not
Speak
going to
for
be
yourself,
here.
Fist.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now, I'm not going to be
speak for-
here.
you eat off
I
the
don't want to
floor?
watch that. You think people that I care about, I want to watch you like hurt yourself? No, I don't want that.
We won't make any facial expressions. It won't
Yeah,
even phase us.
bullshit.
Yeah, if you do it at the end of the show, you won't, because the stream will be down. Do it at the start of the show like a real gorilla.
You got that gorilla in you, Fish?
He's got it.
I do now because they're trying to pull a cop out on the chip.
All right, well, you should come take the chip with us then.
Okay, I didn't say I was going to take the
Oh,
chip.
no, but you
said
got that
were gonna take the
gorilla
chip.
in you, though. You got that gorilla in you, though.
You have more than gorilla. You want the
No.
damn chip?
You got the gorilla in yes or no?
No, not for a chip.
Oh, okay, now you retracted that statement.
I got that
You sound
caterpillar in
you
me.
sound like you just saw Stick sitting in the chair again. Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't see Stick sitting in there. I knew he was in the whole time.
Corey said Joique Bell about to be running to the John like Javid Best on Monday Night Football.
No, I don't think
Why
I'll
are
be
you
that
doing
fat.
that? No, I'm serious. You think I'm joking? I don't want to see you guys hurt. I don't. I care about you guys. I don't want that.
You know what? Well, there's no struggle, there's no progress.
Oh, give me a break.
All right, so
Joique
you know what
and
I'm
I
going to
heard
do?
weight loss,
You
and
know
we
what?
were
Now
like, we're locked in.
I'm really turning to Daddy Sean. What are you hoping to accomplish by doing this?
Well, I want everyone to think I'm not soft.
Everyone and me.
Mostly you,
What? No,
bestie.
really. What do you when it's all over?
Yeah.
When you're done?
When I'm done.
What do you want to tell people?
I want to tell
That you
people
survived.
that we just lost 4 pounds by eating chip.
We ate a chip and lost 4 pounds. Take that.
Hey, how many times can you say you ate a chip
And then
for
lost
weight loss? Tell me.
Like Garrett said, all fun and games until someone gets hurt, then it's hilarious. No, I don't. I seriously. I go back to the picture of Joique in the bonnet.
It's not a bonnet, it's a shower cap. I'm taking a shower. Who wears a bonnet in the shower?
Looked like Kid and Play.
Oh, yeah.
He got his hair out like Kid and Play.
I do have my lock. What do you call it? Like lock cap. It's like a little skinny thing that you put on your head. But I cut my hair off, so I don't have it anymore.
No, Fish, let me ask you a question, all right? Do you want them to do that? Truthfully, do you want them to do that?
Do I want them to do it? My heart says no, but my mind says yes, because Joique's going to be like a man who wants to
you know
take the
why?
chip.
Because
So,
content.
yes, I do want to see him take the chip.
Because
Content.
he wants content.
Yeah.
Rather than the
You're
well-being.
No.
smart.
Content's not my first choice. My first choice was, you brought it up when we talked about Corey having the chip. You said, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be a man. You said it 5 times, okay? If you said it once, and then you attract the same one, I'm like, all right, cool, you don't have to
do
take it, Joique. But if you're going to say it 5 times on the air.
That was 2 weeks ago, though. That's in the
Arthur,
past.
this is
We gotta
gold.
move
It
forward.
doesn't matter. You still
gotta
said
move
it
forward.
5 times on the air.
Tell him, Fish.
We gotta move
I'm going to
forward.
take the chip. I'm a gorilla. Okay?
didn't say that. I
Then
didn't
be
say
a
that thing.
gorilla and take the damn chip.
Hey, you gotta stop saying gorilla if you don't got it in you. I'm sorry. It's like you throwing up Crip signs. You're in the Crip. That's dangerous. You walking the thin line.
Then I'm
Talk to him.
Then I'm walking the thin
She
line.
like,
See, now everybody wants that.
Wilson.
Kendra said late to the party. When is this going down? So when is this going down?
It'll be
Corey said the chip
sometime.
will be in next week.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be
so the chip will be
sometime
in
next
next
week. It is being sent to Corey's house. He'll bring it in sometime next week.
so when he brings it in next week, whatever day he brings it in, I'm gonna take it the next day so I can make sure I wear the proper clothing.
And it's got to be at the start of the show.
clothing?
Within
Kennedy,
the first.
don't do
Is that
this.
gonna be at the start?
I'm
Are you
really
taking
good
the
with
chip?
15
Are you taking the
minutes.
chip?
I'm really
You're
good
not
at
on the
it.
hook
I
with this.
Are you
No,
taking the
I'm
chip?
not taking the
How you
chip.
gonna tell me when to take a chip?
Better content. You don't. If you did it at the end of the show, don't take the damn
There's
chip.
no content if I can't talk the rest of the show.
That's content. Corey took it with 45
No,
minutes
take it
left.
like
he had
5
to come
minutes
back on
Yeah,
and sit
10
in the
minutes to the end.
show.
We'll do 10 minutes.
Corey
We'll do
had the
10
last
We'll do 10
45 minutes.
We'll do the last 10 minutes of the
okay.
show.
Corey
But-
had the last 45 minutes after he took the chip. He had to talk sports.
Well,
Fish, but your logic here, okay, your logic here is Joique has to do it because he talked shit, right?
Yes.
Because he said 5 times.
Hold on,
Then
hold on.
will you please, for the safety of this young lady, she doesn't have to do this. She didn't talk shit. So will you please, if anybody can reason with her, Fish, it's you. Will you please tell her she doesn't have to do it?
I
Kennedy,
didn't talk shit. I just said I'll take the chip.
yeah, Kennedy doesn't have to take it. You do have to take it because you
Did
were
I
talking.
so because you said I talk shit? Well, how did I talk shit?
How did you talk shit? You said 5 times. I'm a man. That
That's
chip's
not- that's
nothing.
not
That
what I
chip's
s-
no big deal.
Bring
I'm
up,
gonna power
the
through
clip
that
of me
chip.
saying I'm a man. I'm gonna take the chip.
It's
Bring
no
up that
big
clip.
deal.
Bring up that clip.
Okay,
I just said I'll take the chip. I said I'll take the chip. That's
Okay.
all I said.
I'll find the clip.
I didn't. Yeah,
Lindsey
exactly.
Broadwell saying Kennedy do it.
Yeah, she knows. She watched me take the ghost pepper.
Okay,
That's
who
why
is
she
Lindsey?
knows.
How is she related to you?
Lindsay's my stepmom.
Lindsey,
She knows
Lindsey, shame on you.
that I can handle
Shame
the
on
heat.
you. That's your daughter. What the heck?
You won't let your son do
I
it?
caught my. Hell no.
What if he say, "Damn, I'm doing it"?
No. You know what? Listen, I'd have the same conversation with him that I had with you guys. Okay, son, cool. What are you hoping to accomplish?
Lose 4
when
pounds.
it's done? When it's
Lose
done?
4 pounds.
What do you want?
Lose 4
Listen, I learned the hard way. I did things like that. I jumped out a window. I ate dog food. It's not good. Yes, I ate dog food for $5. Learn from my mistakes. I'm the elder
What does that say? Go back to
statesman
that-
around here.
Go back to that one, Art.
Jeez, oh Pete.
Do you want me to read it or you read it?
Mr. Bell.
Wait,
doesn't want to
he's
look
focusing.
vulnerable, is why he doesn't want to do it at the start of the show.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
We'll do it at the end of the show.
That's a cop out.
It doesn't. It's not a cap out because they started complaining within 2 minutes of it.
Okay, so there's, you know what?
Yeah, because they're
I'm-
real
all right,
men.
did you eat
Corey
it?
and his friend is a real man. They're a
Corey,
gorilla.
how long did it take for it to kick in when you ate it?
Took about 30, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dawn
So.
on Facebook. This is a window into your soul. I'm very happy for you. I'm serious. Dawn said after seeing Corey struggle so much, I say no one does it. Good for you, Dawn. That's a window into your soul. You are a fine human being, and I wish you a wonderful day.
Terrible content.
Go in peace.
Here's my thing, Sean.
Terrible content.
I told everybody, and I told you.
Can you put the camera on Corey, Art?
Th-
Thanks.
this
Take your
this
time.
was
Take your time. Take your sweet time, Art.
Look,
Take your sweet
as
time,
I've said.
No, you blame it on Adam now. Now it's on Adam. Okay.
I've told everybody about this challenge.
Let Corey talk.
I've told everybody about this. Top 3 dumbest things I've ever done in my life. And I've done a lot of dumb stuff.
What's
that-
the dumbest thing you ever done?
I'll tell you after there.
Why you can't say it? You need the content. Tell us the dumbest thing you ever done.
Because it is legal reasons.
All right.
Oh,
What's the dumbest
okay.
thing you saw somebody else do? All right. This is the chance for you to say
Probably
what you-
within the same scenario.
All right. Well, tell us that scenario.
I'll tell you after here.
You see that?
Yeah, good try.
Yeah.
It was a good
But
attempt.
I just don't recommend. I told everybody I don't recommend it. It is what it does to your body. It's not worth it. It literally put my body in a shock. That's how come you saw
Hello?
me sweating like that.
I mean, I sweat if I eat Taco
No.
Bell.
This is a different kind of sweat.
Yeah,
This
I
is
eat- I
painful.
sweat.
Bestie.
just-
I'm worried.
Kennedy, you're fine. I mean, I eat hot stuff all the time.
Yeah,
I
me
eat,
too.
I eat,
You have no idea.
I eat Thai food, spicy.
You
Yeah.
guys
This is
have no
different.
idea.
This
Yeah.
is different.
Sorry, been there, done that.
This is different than what you've ever had in your life. I
I've
promise
eaten
you.
a full ghost pepper before.
Been there, done that.
It's different.
Worse?
It's different. This is like 1.6 million of Scoville, whatever. Yeah, this is different.
What the
Okay.
hell's wrong with you guys?
Okay.
Why would you do that? You know what? Listen, all jokes aside, okay? You guys are both of the age. My son is 21. My daughter is 16. I can still tell my daughter what to do, okay? My son, I can't, like, legitimately, I mean, unless it's major, I can't
Right.
tell him what to do. So I've had this conversation. I was like, son, you're old enough to make that decision. I highly advise against it. And I'm going to tell both of my kids here. Like, son, daughter, I highly advise you not to do it. I care about you.
Yeah.
But if you want to do it, the one rule that I have, okay, here, I don't want to hear one bit of complaining from you. Not
Oh,
one.
you're gonna hear it.
Okay, then all bets are off. Stick! I'm using my Memorial Day off that day. I'm not going to listen to one bit of complaining
Well,
from
it
you
won't
people.
You know
be
what's
like
funny? I'm not here on
complaining. It'll
Memorial
be
Day
like, oh,
anyway.
It'll
So-
be.
I think it's on
cussing
Wednesday this year,
probably,
right?
That it hurts.
It's on Wednesday this year, huh?
Sean, if they would have saw me how you saw me,
I
they
saw
probably
it.
would have changed their mind.
I don't like seeing people like that. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you
I don't.
this. It's getting so hot in here that I want to cool off with telling you about Northwestern Tech. Start a new career in an industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting Northwestern Tech, the ADU, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian, Kennedy Broadwell, everyone. Woodward Sports.
No, Corey's gone.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
Good show, everybody.
All right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz.
You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on the hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
No, glad
Yeah,
you
you
could
would.
join us. It is a Friday
ever thought about
morning
that?
here on Woodward Sports Network. Joique Bell,
don't know
Kennedy,
what you said.
yours
I
truly.
was
Glad
making
that
sure
you
I
can
turned the
join us
mics
today.
on properly.
Fish, what's the complaint now?
What's the complaint?
Nothing. We're all doing good. Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy FriYAY.
Happy
Jamal
Friday.
Williams is hoping to be the main tailback of the Lions this
He's
next
hoping
season.
or is looking like it?
Well, I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second. Anthony Lim seems to think that he will become the primary guy. Now, what's interesting about this is this. Can we define primary in the NFL in 2021? Because you know what primary is to a guy like me? Primary is Barry Sanders. Primary is Walter Payton. Primary is Billy
Derrick Henry.
Sims.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry.
That's prep. Okay, we don't have many primary guys anymore.
What's up, Art?
So DeAndre Swift to me, it's not like he's going to be out of the equation or anything
No.
like that.
Right.
So this is the way that I'm breaking it down. How would primary be defined today? All right, I'm going
Starter.
to take a stab at it. You tell me.
Starter.
All right. How about 15 to 20 touches for Williams and 10 to 12 touches for Swift? That's how I define primary in the NFL of 2021.
Yeah. So what you're considering is if he takes this approach, it'll be a 1A, 1B approach.
Yes.
1A, 1B.
But
So-
he's a clear 1A. If these rumors
It'll
are
be-
true.
it'll- it'll
If these
be-
rumors are
it'll
true.
be something similar to me and Reggie. Reggie was 1A, I was 1B.
Okay.
All right. And
All
then
right.
when he left, I was 1A, and then you had Amir, 1B.
3/5 of the touches. How's that? 3/5 to 2/5.
Yeah, it depends on but it was game situation. So whatever the game plan was. So certain games, I'll get more carries. Other games, Reggie would get carries.
Because the first thing that came to my mind when I heard this, all jokes aside, is people are going to overreact to this. That was the first thing that came to my mind. It's not like DeAndre Swift is not going to be a big part, dare I say, an integral part of this offense, okay? He might not get the 15 to 20 touches. And I like what Dion said. Primary in today's NFL is not like the workhorse. There are 3-4 workhorses in the NFL today. Yeah. Nailed it. That's exactly it, okay? Yeah. Primary is, at the most, 2/3 of the touches.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's going to be great for both of them because the way the NFL is set up, the running back takes probably the worst beating every game. That's why we have the shortest careers. If you look at the position, our lifespan in the NFL was 2.6 years. 2.6. The average NFL is 3.1. It's ridiculous.
So when this stuff comes out, do you agree with me that maybe people make too much of a stink about it? Because that was the first thing that came to my mind. It was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if people are going to think DeAndre Swift is going to have a less role. Yeah, it's
wordplay.
Yeah,
if you would have came out and said that we're going to take the approach of having Jamal Williams as 1A and Swift as 1B, it will be something different than this is going to be our primary running back. This is going to be our primary guy right here. It's the difference, wordplay. So do I think he's going to be taking the majority of the snaps and the carries? Yes. But that doesn't axe out Swift. He might still get 8 to 12 carries a game. Just depends on the game. I think when I played, I would get most of the rainy games in the grass because, I play with all my cleats in the grass.
Could he use you in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, right. Pittsburgh, Philly, the snow game, those type of games, I'm going to get majority of the carries because those are my type of games.
Sure.
Those inclement weathers. Yeah. So just depends on the situational football game plan.
Well, and you know what? I'm not by any stretch of the imagination comparing DeAndre Swift to a guy that was phenomenal out of the backfield that we all saw, Theo Riddick. But you're going to see a lot of touches from DeAndre like that. It's not going to be Theo Riddick where he's putting up 75 receptions or anything like that. But to me, Joique, I don't even look at it as carries as much as I look at it as touches. Where Jamal Williams might have, let's say, for the sake of an argument, 15 carries. Well, DeAndre Swift might have only 8 carries, but have 4 receptions for 45 yards as well.
Yeah.
And so I group that together. I just call, as opposed to carries, it's just something dumb I do. Touches. Touches.
That's major because I looked at that as well when I played.
Yeah.
Because if I might have 8, like you said, I might have 8 carries, and I might have 5 receptions.
Sure.
And, I used to love the screens. And the funny thing is, you have like a lot of sneaky yards, like in a 2-minute offense. You might get a lot of check downs, so you might catch 2 or 3 passes on one drive.
Sure.
At the end of the game, so it's like I said, it's going to depend on how they want to use them. It really is. Because Theo was our 2-minute guy, and that's why he was able to get a lot of touches.
I want you to respond to this. Lamico said, "Wait a minute. So are the Lions confirming that they're protecting DeAndre Swift by bringing in Jamal Williams?" I want you to answer that. I'll give you what my interpretation of it is, but there's only one guy that played. Well, there might be 2 people that played professional football on this stage soon, but there's only one person for now that played professional football.
I don't get what he's protecting them, but like how?
Like, to me, I don't think it's a bad thing.
No,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
But
I want less wear and tear on my running back. Absolutely. Yeah. In today's league, yep, I do.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I mean, it was a great pickup. They brought in a guy with some experience who has some success in the league that they played against, that they know a little bit about because they play against them twice a year. And so they brought another guy to kind of be beside DeAndre Swift. And Swift is still a young back in this league, so he still has a lot of learning to do. And why not go get a guy who's having success, and you know this guy really well, and he'll be a great addition to the team for a good price. I think it's a win-win if they're protecting DeAndre Swift by bringing another back that can help guide him and teach him things that a coach might not be able to teach him, or show him things the coach might not be able to show him. And hey, bring him in, protect him. I have nothing.
It's a league today, man. Just is. I mean, it's
longevity.
When we all thought that Carry-On was the man and was going to be here for years, you know what?
Just can stay healthy.
You bring in other guys, man. That's what you do.
And that's probably some of the concerns they had was with his health. Is KJ might still be here if it wasn't for his health.
Somebody asked this question. I know it's coming out of left field, but it's a good question. Sean Don Dada said, "Joique, I use you on Madden all the time. yo, attributes suck, so I go and juice them all up.
Oh, my
You're
God.
a Madden player. Did you ever go look at yourself and go, what the hell? They don't know the first thing about me. Did you ever have that moment?
You know what's funny? So when I was a kid, I was a big-time Madden player.
Yeah.
And so I will always tell my brother, we'll always go and we'll create a player. And I would tell him when I was a kid, I can't wait till I get older and make it to the NFL. That way I don't have to create a player. Like, I'll already be on the game. And then once I got on the game, I was so busy with football that I wasn't playing Madden anymore. But I'll go on there and I'll kind of look at the attributes, but it wasn't terrible. I was like mid-80, 86, 87, I think, something like that. I don't know. But it wasn't horrible. My speed was terrible. I think my speed was like mid-80s or something like that, mid to high 80s.
I have a similar question then, Joique. So a lot of the articles that are coming out about this whole Swift and Williams situation, they're talking about, well, this is going to hurt Swift's fantasy value. Did you ever pay attention to what your
Never.
fantasy value was?
Never. I've never played fantasy.
All right, can I?
No, I know Sean played fantasy.
Uncle or Grandpa, whatever you guys are calling me today. When fantasy really started to explode, like in the 90s, all right, there were two levels. There was the people knew about it and we were chastised for it. And the four-letter network doesn't like to admit this, but they used to openly rip on nerds like me. And then all of a sudden in the early aughts, all of a sudden ESPN became the leader for fantasy football and everything. I had conversations with players in the locker room because it was new. I think you guys grew up with it, so you're like, yeah, whatever. But there were certain players that they knew what was going on. I made a joke with a certain wide receiver, and if you think real hard, you can figure out who it was. He was on my fantasy team, and he had 2 pass interference calls against him in the end zone, and it took 2 touchdowns away from him and everything. And I was like, dude, you got to help me out. He goes, what can I do? They're all hacking me like that. So he was having fun with it. It wasn't like a serious conversation. Those guys back then, they paid attention a little bit more. But guys today, and I agree with them, how many times have you heard an athlete say,
They play for the Lions?
yeah, you can figure out who it is. How many times have you heard an athlete say, I don't give a crap about your fantasy team?
I don't say that. This is what I get. I don't pay attention to it, and then out the blue, I'll see it. You got me so many points. I played you as my flex. You're a sleeper. Oh, people are sleeping on you. And I'll have like weeks where I might have 2 touches. I might have like 150 all-purpose yards or something like that.
I took care of you. I owned you one year. I took care of you. I did. You were on my team one year.
The way you said you own me, I don't like the way that sounds. But I don't like the way that sounds. Wordplay. We just talked about wordplay. You picked me up on your team?
Yes,
Okay.
I picked you up. I actually drafted you. I did. I drafted you.
Okay.
You weren't a free agent pickup. You were my third back, but I had 2 guys ahead of you. But that's when you're either used as the flex or you're used as the bye week or whatever the case may be. But I took good care of you.
Okay.
I was a good owner. What do you need, Joique? And I took care of I did it again.
On that note, we need to go to break.
Come on, you guys. But then you're called a fantasy football team owner. Stop it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Yes. I took care of you, Joique. I was a facilitator.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Save
Woodward
me.
Sports, Sean Baligian, Kennedy
someone do a
Broadwell,
read?
the owner, Sean Baligian. Do a read, Sean.
Sun RV Resorts has over 160 RV and camping resorts in the U.S. and Canada. Guests can enjoy water parks, lazy rivers, mini golf, restaurants, bars,
Kennedy,
and
did you hear
even
that?
Wi-Fi
Did you
if
hear
they
how he was
want to
talking
stay
about us?
connected.
I heard how he was
With
talking about
locations
you.
from the Florida Keys to Myrtle Beach
you
to
guys
San
talking about
Diego
your
Bay
bestie like
and
that?
Petoskey, guests can enjoy the outdoors at a Sun RV Resort. Aaron Rodgers is going to speak.
I know
More
he's over
drama
there. He's over
next
there
here on
talking about
Woodward
RVs.
Sports.
Look at him. You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Joique Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate. Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
All right, so the Aaron Rodgers drama appears to be coming to.
You think so? Or you think this is going to spark more?
I think it's going to spark more.
Yeah, I don't.
If you want my prediction,
yeah.
I feel like Clever Lang. What's
this
my
is what
prediction?
it's going to be.
Pain.
Either way it goes, they're going to take that and run with it. Mm-hmm. We'll be talking about it tomorrow. Not tomorrow. On Tuesday. Tuesday. I won't be here tomorrow.
You're not coming in on a holiday. You're not
I'm
coming
not
in on
coming
a
here tomorrow.
Saturday.
I'm definitely not coming in on a Saturday.
Jesus.
Art, are you going to go spend time with your kids this weekend?
Yeah.
So he's supposed to make a comment next week, and this is my guess. Kennedy asked the question, "What's your Rodgers prediction?" This is my guess. Okay. I want out of Green Bay, but I'm going to report. That's my guess. I've made it known I want out, but I owe it to my teammates to be there. I hope, in the interest of good faith, they are actively looking for my exit plan out of Green Bay.
Are you talking about training camp or are you talking about the mandatory minicamp?
Training camp.
Okay. Because I don't think he's going to be.
I don't think he will either. Training camp. But I think knowing Aaron Rodgers, I think he's going to get ahead of it. And since training camp is like a couple months away, I think he's going to let it be known now. I don't want to be a distraction to the team. I owe it to my teammates to be there, but I hope that I'm gone by then. I have informed the Packers that I actively want out, and they better be actively looking to deal me. That's just my guess. Does that sound right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think you can fix this. I don't know.
This is what I think you need to do, Sean. I think when you retire from this business, you need to go into PR. You need to go into PR.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I talked about owning you. I'm in trouble. Sorry.
That's what
now I'm
saying.
in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. You won't have that job for long. So.
No, Scott says, I'm betting he comes out and says that he never asked to get out. He never wanted to leave. He's happy with the new contract, and he wants to retire a Packer. Then he asked for the trade.
No.
Interesting.
No. What's up, Art? What do you think?
Charlie makes a great point.
Kennedy is so quiet.
Come on. What are we doing, Kennedy?
Hello.
Kennedy, what are your thoughts on Aaron Rodgers?
No, put it back on me because I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Now, when
this is why I'm quiet, everyone. Just kidding.
Yeah, this is exactly why she's quiet. Speak when spoken to.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just joking. Trust me. That's my bestie. She can speak whenever
Can't
she wants.
play
She's
man
not Art.
sports and shut up
She's
when
not
he's
Art.
talking.
Hey, Art,
Wow.
raise your hand.
Wow.
Raise your hand, Art. But Kenny, you talk whenever you want to talk. You want me to be quiet so you can talk right now?
No, go ahead, Bestie.
Okay, bestie.
Could you imagine having that? Wouldn't that be great? Like Joique giving us that offer? Would you like me to be quiet so you can talk? Could you imagine that?
Could you imagine one single day where we're not kissing his ass?
I'd start singing "What a Wonderful World."
Kennedy, what are your thoughts?
Sean, do you kiss my ass, Sean?
Okay,
I think
little
so.
bit.
A little bit.
think.
Take your time.
I think that Aaron Rodgers, you guys. I think that he will stay with the Packers. I don't know why. I think he's gonna bitch about it, whine and moan. But I think that this is his best shot at playing and being the little superstar that he loves to be. So I think he's gonna be chilling, and then I think he'll get out after this year. That's
Steve
my
doesn't think
prediction.
he gets traded either.
No, who
we'll
would trade
see.
him? I mean, the owner would be an idiot to trade him right
Right.
now. Unless he got something ridiculous.
Can we just ban that word for now on? Can we ban the O word? I don't want to. There's too much.
I could say because we don't own any NFL teams. So
Steve also just said Woodward Sports Detroit as if we're not allowed to talk about one of the greatest quarterbacks. Like, Woodward Sports Detroit. Yeah, we get it. We're Woodward Sports Detroit, but this is one of the biggest topics.
And we have to play this
He
quarterback.
has
so.
been. Let's be honest, okay?
No.
If you're a Lions fan, and Steve is a Lions
we
fan,
want him out of the division.
He's the biggest villain.
Yes.
He gotta go.
Name a bigger villain
But
to
at
Lions
the same time,
fans. Seriously.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I'm gonna tell you this. If I was still playing, I wouldn't want him to go because I want to play against the best.
Sure, I get that.
And then I also want the best teams in the NFL to be from my division, so we can have the best division. And this is what we're dealing with.
He
6
is.
times.
I mean, honestly, I name a bigger villain for Lions fans in the last. You can't.
You can't.
I mean, he
But
is.
it's been-
He
but-
is the villain.
The villain has been Green Bay, because before him they had Brett Favre, and then he was a villain. And then Aaron Rodgers came in, and now he's a villain. Now, I don't know who they have that can come in and replace Aaron Rodgers and be as successful and be as dominant and be as big of a leader as an Aaron Rodgers right now. And so for me, if I'm the owner or the GM of the team, there's no way I'm letting you go. We're going to have to stick it out. And then if I have a good deal to where you can get out of here, kind of like with the Matthew Stafford, and then we can have that conversation. But until then, if I don't get an offer that we feel is beneficial to getting you out of here, you'll be right here.
It's funny that you say that because I couldn't help but think, like, when I was younger, I've said this many, I hate the Bears because the Bears were openly admitted they did what I yearned for so desperately. But there was not a single entity that personified it. Like, you're right. At first, it was Brett Favre tortured us, and it was like, oh, Brett Favre is gone. And Aaron Rodgers picked up right where he left off and almost went next level with it. He's tortured us in new and unique ways. Yeah. Whereas for me with the Bears, I don't think it had a face. Mike Ditka was like the common denominator, but it was just the fucking Bears.
It's the culture.
It was just the Bears. They just, like,
but you got to understand.
I hated it.
But you got to understand that when you have these type of quarterbacks like a Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers, that can change the dynamic of your entire team, of your entire season. And you take these guys out of the equation, now that's a different Green Bay Packers team right there. Yeah. Totally different.
I love what Sean said. The villain is Aaron Rodgers, closely followed by the Vikings D-line because they whooped on Stafford every time we met him. 100%. It didn't matter. We knew all these names. We knew Everson Griffin. We knew Jared Allen. Hey, Jared Allen had 31 sacks today.
Not 31.
1,000% correct.
Oh, no, they wasn't doing it like that.
Closely followed by the refs.
That defensive line just, gosh damn it, they tortured us. Yes, they did, Joique. Yes, they did.
It was all right.
Gosh, those guys killed him.
How many sacks did they have against us in 13, 14, and 15 when we played?
I don't remember, but I can tell you this in the last few years. I know there was one game where there was like 10. There was another game where there was like, hey, wow, we held them in check. They only had 7. I mean, it was crazy.
That must have been 17 and up. I don't.
Gosh, damn. Yeah, it's interesting, but look, it's been Aaron Rodgers, and I like what Charlie said on there. Rodgers looks good in any uniform, not in our division. Good riddance, man. Best of luck to you. I don't wish ill will on you or anybody else. Go play somebody else 2 times a year. I don't want to see your ass on my schedule anymore. No, thank you. You as a player, that's different. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want to see you anymore. Go away. What do you want?
As a fan, that's what you want, but as a player, that's not what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Two
as a
different
player,
things.
we don't want that.
Hi, Arthur.
Someone brought up a good point that said Stafford is the biggest villain. Now, here's my question. If Aaron Rodgers leaves our division, then who is the biggest villain between? I would think longevity-wise, like, we've dealt with Rodgers a lot more than having to deal with a new Stafford on a new team.
I'll tell you right now, if Rodgers leaves the Packers, it's anybody's league. It's anybody's division. I'm sorry. Anybody can take it. The Bears can come and take it. I don't know about that.
What if Justin Fields comes in and light it up? Because then you got the double whammy. You have all the Michigan fans that already hate him, and if he goes to the Bears,
that's a double whammy for you.
Yeah, I mean, people are just gonna hate Justin Fields. I didn't have anything against Justin Fields at Ohio State.
I like Justin
Fields. Me personally, but people. Oh my gosh. If you're a Michigan football
so you like Ohio State players?
I don't have a problem with Ohio State. I respect Ohio State.
You respect Michigan?
Why would I respect Michigan football? For what?
I just said you respect Michigan.
Why would I respect? I respect Michigan basketball. It's
What?
a great school. Why would I respect Michigan football?
You guys are missing the point here. Kennedy, what did you just say? You like Ohio?
I said I like Justin Fields.
But you said I like Ohio.
You like Ohio State?
Yes.
Okay.
We've
you
been
guys
through
are
this.
back on. It's you two now. Go ahead. Kennedy, you're off.
Yeah, keep her off.
You're off.
Yeah, go have a seat at the chair. Get out of here.
Oh.
Wow.
Bessie,
No more
I've
Bessie. There's no
explained.
more Tessies.
No more
I didn't
Tessies.
hear this story. This was great. This was great. And when we come back, we're going to get into this because I think everybody's got their horror stories. I don't like to think about it. My horror story. I really it's.
What was your horror story?
I'll tell you when we come back.
All right.
But
let me tell you about Hart Financial before we get out of here. When was the last time you checked your interest rate? If it's over 3%, then you need to give a call to Hart Financial. for a free 5-minute checkup and tell them that Woodward Sports sent you. They had a question mark on the screen. You ever seen Anchorman? Hall Financial is fast and they do all of the heavy lifting. So go to davidhallmortgage.com right now and get started. Hall Financial, lower payments, better options, and more personal attention. Joique Bell, Kennedy Broadwell, Sean Baligian and Bell. Stay tuned.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
So I didn't see this story. Kennedy, did you find this story?
Art did, actually.
Art did. Art,
I will
I
give
didn't-
Art credit.
Art, I didn't see this story, but there was this doctor who sadly passed away from COVID, and he left behind $20 million in sports cards.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the actual cards, some of the collection.
Wow, he's got a legitimate Mickey Mantle rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap. That card on the right it's like to card collectors. That is like the unicorn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is. It's the unicorn.
It's like the Charizard Pokemon holographic.
No,
is that what you're saying?
No, I'm serious. That's like that's the golden ticket. It is.
How
No
much do you pay for
disrespect. No disrespect to Honus Wagner or Babe Ruth, but the Mickey Mantle rookie card.
Why? Why is
I
that?
don't know what the reason. I used to be so into this. Not only was I into it, but I used to and get my monthly Beckett's magazine. But I worked at a card shop. That was one of my jobs as a youth. Until and true story. Do you know why I quit? Because my boss basically wanted me to rip kids off, and I was like, I'm not doing that. Why? Because you had to make trades. It was part of the thing, and I just wouldn't do it. I'm not ripping a kid off, man. If you're an adult and you come in and make a bad deal, you got nobody to blame but yourself. But if a little 9-year-old Johnny comes in with his Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, right? I'm not ripping the kid off. Why would I do that?
We'll come back around.
We're in the business to make money. Well, I'm not in the business to rip off a kid. Later, tip of the cap, I was out the door. Like, no. Arthur.
We need more men like you, Sean. Art, take notes.
Just some context to the story. He was a Florida doctor. He died of COVID-19 compilations. He assembled the collection for over 4 decades before he died in January, and some of the sports memorabilia dates back to the 1800s.
Wow.
So,
Good for
I
him.
mean, that's pretty legendary. To have a baseball card that dates back to the 1800s, like that's, whew.
You asked the question, would you keep or sell the cards? This is where the horror story comes in. A few years ago, I was on vacation. Well, it wasn't vacation. It was like a long weekend in Toronto.
All right.
And do you remember that massive rainstorm that we had here in like August of 2013, where there was mass flooding and everything? It was like this just huge rainstorm that went through the town. I was in Toronto when that happened. And I got back the next day. I think we were gone Friday through Wednesday, long weekend type of thing. I got home and there was this much water on my basement floor. One of the things that happened to be on my basement floor.
Your
Oh,
cards.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not all of them, but I kept them in boxes. I kept them stacked up in boxes. And then, like I said, there was that much water on the floor. I threw away so many cards. And like, honest to God, I'm not joking. It was just like one of those things. I was like, you're not getting mad over this. And I did. I'm not joking.
You
I
didn't
told,
get a hairdryer and just dry them all
No,
off?
they're ruined. They're ruined.
Can I ask
they're
you-
cards. They're graded on different categories. If you want to make any money, there's I forget the name. It's good, very good,
Mint.
and mint.
Yeah.
And you're just shit out of luck. But I had full sets of cards from literally 1976, and this was 2013. And though the value depreciated a lot to the point where like the industry almost died, now things are going back up. Now the good news in this is I had my really, really expensive cards in plastics up on a shelf.
Okay.
So I don't even want to, like, I don't want to think about it, like how much I lost. It's one of those things I told my brain, don't think about this because you're going to go nuts. And it's like, what can you do? Shit happens. The sump pump broke down and we had that much water on the floor. But I have 9, count them 9, Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee rookie cards stashed away in my house that are they're worth a lot of money. And if you're really bored, you can look up how much they're worth. And I always told myself,
what was it called again?
Wayne Gretzky O-Pee-Chee. O-P-E-C-H-E-E. I have 9 of them. And because the sleeves hold 9 cards, and I have one whole page of 9 cards. And I always used to say, that's how I'm going to...
Wait.
Yes,
hang on.
that's how
There's
I'm...
a couple different numbers, so I'm just going to tell you, ask me, or I'm going to ask you lower
put
high.
up the highest one, the highest number.
Well, it's off of eBay. So one is going for $3,000 right now. That's low or high?
That's low.
Okay.
Very low. Especially if I'm selling in Canada.
There's another one that's a 9 mint that is going right now for $175,000.
Easy. Oh. So, I always said to myself, when I was younger, I'm going to pay for my kids' school that way. But thank the good Lord, I haven't had to pay with my kids' school that way. So I'll sell them one day.
You can sell one card and pay for their school.
Is that it?
I'll sell them one day. You got it.
Oh,
but here's the difference, okay? Here's the key. It has to be O-Pee-Chee, not Tops.
Okay.
Tops is, when we were kids, Tops is the American card company. O-Pee-Chee is the Canadian card company. They printed less of them in Canada, the O-Pee-Chee card, than they did in America with the Tops card.
So just like how we keep printing money, we just kept printing cards.
Sounds like inflation.
Oh, okay.
Dem must be in office. I'm sorry, it was there. But all jokes aside, I mean, if you paid any attention, you knew as a little kid, this is the greatest hockey player we'll ever see. You knew. So after his first year, because I was so into cards, I went to my grandfather's place. I bought box and box and box of O-Pee-Chees. And in my box and box and box of O-Pee-Chees, I got 9 different Wayne Gretzky's, put them in the plastic, and they've never been removed since. So you're talking 41 years. 41 years. Never even pulled it out. Never. It's sitting in my plastic up on my counter.
So you have a gold mine right at home.
It's great. It's fantastic.
Sean,
hey, what's your address again, Sean?
Right now, Sean, as you know, not only the sports cards, but Pokemon cards are at all-time highs.
Oh, it's incredible.
And next week when you see Sean driving a Tesla that looks just like yours, Joique, maybe you can wonder where he got the money from. I mean, $475,000, and there's 91 people watching right now on eBay for the same exact card that you have.
That's great. Scott said it was July of 2013. My basement was flooded so bad it was almost up to my waist. I lost thousands of dollars of comic books and board games. Yeah, that was when I got home. Like, it was funny because I remember my dad called me, and my dad goes, "You wouldn't believe the rain we had here." Okay, old dude, whatever, and everything. And I got home, and you didn't realize what was going on, right? I mean, the house looks great and everything. So I took the suitcase downstairs, and I got about halfway down the stairs, and I was like, "What the heck?" Because it was so high that it was above our last step on the basement. I mean, it was like this deep. So it was above our last step on the basement, and it didn't even hit me right away. I was just like, "Gosh damn it, our basement flooded." And I went down there, start moving things, and then, like, I'm not joking. I stood like straight up, and I went, "Oh my gosh, no," like that. And there they were in their boxes, all because I'm so meticulous and such a nerd. All categorized by number, all categorized by year. So you know what I did?
What?
I honestly, once we got the water cleared, I grabbed a wheelbarrow. I just fired the cards in the wheelbarrow and went straight outside. There's nothing you can do.
Sean, you and Scott have taught me a very, 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 very valuable lesson here. I'm going to store everything in the garage.
What if the tiger's in there?
Huh?
You didn't think about that?
What?
What if the tiger's in the garage?
Yeah, but
No. That's only when I open the garage up.
Okay, all right.
Listen, though, Kevin just sent this, and I tried pulling it up. I got it right here. Is that the same card? Or is it different?
No, that's the OPG. Absolutely.
Sean,
That's
do you
for
see that?
1.29 million.
yes. If you've got the highest level mint, yes, people are getting it that way. How many people have it?
Sell yours right now.
Mine aren't highest level mint. No way. I mean, you got to remember, I was a 9-year-old kid.
Okay.
Going like this, going through my cards and everything. Are they? I know one of my cards was categorized as mint, but there's different levels of mint.
But
I was told by
We're
somebody that I could sell the mintest one I have for $200,000.
Oh my
my
For
God.
$200,000.
Anyway, so
I have 9 of them.
would you guys
I
sell
need to
this
start.
doctor's cards that are worth $20 million if you were his children right now?
Yes.
I'd sell.
Yeah, I would sell them.
I'd sell and I'd retire at 22.
I would. No, I wouldn't. You won't retire out of something. You'll retire into something else. Who wants to live the rest of the life?
You're out of your mind. When I'm done, I'm done.
That's
I'm
but no.
Right.
And I say it
no,
again.
no.
You're
She-
never going to see
Sean,
me again.
she
I'm
said
gone.
so you retire at 22 and don't do anything for the rest of your life.
No, there's
Why
no way
would
I
I?
could do that.
Exactly.
No way.
Huh?
I'd be one of those moms that just hangs out and goes to Pilates and then goes to yoga and then goes to Trader Joe's or
Total
Whole
bird.
Foods.
You'll be
And-
amazed how fast you'll run through $20 million.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you guys where I live. You all have an open invite. You seriously. But you're never going to see me again. I promise you. I'm done.
Oh, I thought you were going to say we could
No,
come
when
over
I'm
and
tell us where the
done,
card's
I'm
at.
not joking. When I'm done, I'm done.
Are you going to the ranch?
I'm going to go to the ranch. I'm going to spend my day fishing. I'm like seriously. I'm
What about
think of-
golfing? Are you a golfer?
because I'm an old man, I will be golfing. Every old man activity, I'm going to put a shuffleboard thing on my property
Yes.
so I don't have to go anywhere to do it. Every old man event you can think of, I'm going to have on my
We'll come
property.
Are you going to go to
Bingo
the? Are you going to go to the DAC and join the what do you call it? The racquetball.
Club, whatever.
Yeah. You're gonna go to DAC.
Do old
and-
people do it?
Huh?
Yeah.
Do old people do
Yes, they
it?
do.
Then I'm in.
You got to pay $5,000, I think, entry fee, and then you have to pay like a certain
Then I'm in.
amount of money. Yeah.
No, I won't because that would mean I have to leave my property and I'm never like,
But it's gonna be some time you're gonna want some type of interaction with people.
Nope. I'm done with people. I've given my whole life to people.
Oh,
I'm
this
done
just
with
in.
people.
We
So,
have a caller.
why are you inviting us over if you don't want to deal with
Because
us?
you're good people. I like you guys.
We have a caller that wants to talk about sports cards.
All right,
all
go ahead. Go ahead, Fish. What you got for us, Fish?
All right, we have Zach who would like to talk about sports cards. He is on the air.
Hang on.
Hey guys, how's
Hold
it
on
going?
a second. This is my fault.
Hey, Zach.
Hi, Zach. How are you?
I didn't know we had a guest today. I apologize.
I'm doing good, guys. So I am an avid card collector, and I have probably about boxes upon boxes, binders upon binders of them, and there's some pretty valuable ones. But my uncle used to collect them as well, and he used to tell me, like, he had, like, Mickey Mantle. He would tell me all these kind of things. And then my grandma decided one day, hey, you know what, these probably aren't any good, and threw them all away. Oh, he was livid. And I felt for him. So, but if I'm those kids, I mean, maybe keep one of the cards, but then sell the others for cash.
Yeah.
So just do that.
Well, you know what's interesting, and since you're on the line, you probably know about this. Like the unopened boxes are huge, and I don't know if you collected any hockey cards, but it was 91-92 Pro Set Series 2. They came out with all these rookie cards, and there was like a Nick Lidstrom in there and a Pavel Bure and everything. Evidently, I guess that's been a hot thing as well, and I have a few of those unopened boxes, and it's just, like I said, I was really into it, and I just, as I got older, I just didn't have time to do it anymore, but I do have a couple of those Pro Set Series 2 cards. Is that still a big thing in the card collecting world, or do you know?
I don't know as much. I mean, I just started getting back into it last year. One of the sets I ended up getting was a 94-95 set with hockey in it, and it was like all the goalie masks.
Yeah.
And one of the owners of the card store, he told me that this company that made them, there were two sets that were made. One was an English set, one was a French set. And so I got into that one, but there's only been a couple times where I've seen unopened boxes that I've gotten, and I've just sat for hours just looking through them, but that's all I know of right now. I know there's some that are still big, but anytime I see people do big box breaks, you just start to wonder, well, what's going to be the good one? You know,
No,
what's the
you're right.
autograph going to be? What's
You're right. Yeah, they did that as well. It was funny. Boy, we're nerding out here, and I have no problem. It's a radio for two right now, Zach. Do you remember the 84 tops? They came out with the series, and then they came out with those Olympic cards. And Mark McGuire's legitimate, like, quote-unquote rookie card is a picture of him wearing his USA baseball uniform. And those skyrocketed. Like when they did that, when they had like that special set that came out afterwards, because it's not mass release. So it's kind of funny how like the value of that, like Zach's saying, just skyrockets.
I never took care of the cars when I had them as a kid.
Who did?
You did.
No, I really didn't. I mean, that's the crazy thing. But thank you for the phone call, Zach. I mean, that's why I have, as I said, I have 9, but there's only one that is considered mint. You know, but. Could I sell the other ones for a good amount of money? Absolutely, I could.
About 100 apiece?
I don't think so.
You probably could.
No, it's probably on the lower end. Like
what makes these cars
like
so
Art
valuable?
There weren't a lot printed. There weren't a lot printed.
And then the people buying it are the people who are.
All right,
who
so
find them valuable.
The hottest card when I was into this, when Upper Deck came out. Mm-hmm. So Upper Deck came out, and they issued like their it's called First Set, and then the second set they had a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, and it had a hologram on there. That card was almost like, even though in value it wasn't there, but it was almost like the Mickey Mantle card because it was such like a unicorn. It was, I mean, people just went nuts about it. So every time one came in stock at our place, we'd sell it for 3 times its value. It was crazy. It's nuts how that stuff goes. Yeah, I guess it's getting big again then. So I guess card collecting's getting big again.
I don't know.
I would turn around. All right, I have a question for you when we come back. As a professional athlete, I see a lot of older athletes do this. I have a question for you. Would you do it?
Okay.
You don't know where I'm going with this.
I don't know where you're going.
Arthur, I'm going to tell you about 8 Mile Vodka. It's born in Detroit, distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow. You can hold it, Kennedy.
Oh.
You model
You know
it.
what? Let Kennedy do it.
Yeah.
Let her get some shine.
Oh, dear Lord.
Get some shine.
Get some
All
shine.
right,
Kennedy.
everyone. I'm going to tell you about 8 Mile Vodka. 8 Mile Vodka, born in Detroit, is distilled in single 90-liter batches to allow for optimal quality control and care. Then carbon filtered, aerated, and bottled at the perfect time to produce a subtle taste with smooth finish and a character all its own. This is an exceptional premium vodka that can be chilled and enjoyed straight or mixed to create an exceptional cocktail. Next time you're out, ask your bartender for an 8 Mile Vodka or pick up a bottle at Meijer. And always drink responsibly. All right, guys, this is Woodward Sports. Kennedy Broadwell, Sean Baligian, Joique Bell, and Fish in the Tank. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Now you're screwing me doing my job even more. Just sit there for 2 hours
Chad.
and talk about crypto.
Oh.
Aw.
No, because then I'd be left out.
You
on
need another
the
hug,
show.
Artsy.
Artsy?
Artsy Smartsy Pants. You need another hug?
Kennedy, don't. You
I'm
better
sorry,
pick a
I
side.
shouldn't
You
have.
better pick a side.
I can't.
Oh, she's picked her
She
side.
picked her side
There's
already.
no
She
doubt.
picked my side
Let there
already.
be no
You know
debate
what?
about
Yeah.
that.
Art, you need a vacation.
We
you need
could
to get
all
out of
listen
here.
to me.
I can't afford one.
We could all team up and just say, Fish, Art, and Sean, we are one entity. We want Kennedy to be a part of our team. She signed a long-term, lucrative, no-trade clause contract
Yes.
with Joique. Make no mistake
I'm
about
gonna say
that.
it. I don't know who contract is stronger, hers with Art, with her contract with us, or Tyson Fury contract with Wilder. They can't get out of it.
By the
Can't
way,
get
I
out of
like
it.
what Scott said.
Scott is always talking. What is Scott
Sean's
saying
been
now?
in 20 years of sports talk radio. He's dealt with enough people in his life. Yes. Bye. When I'm gone, bye.
You don't want to
Bye.
It's crazy.
No social media, nothing. I'm done. I
can't
am
see-
going to be a bum.
But what about your wife and your kids?
They can come if they want
But
to.
they're going to have all of that, though, and they're going to want to bring
Not in
people
my
around.
house, they won't.
Yes, they will.
No, then I'm really going to turn into cranky old man.
That's fine.
I'll have no Wi-Fi, and my house, my rules.
My
I am
trailer,
going.
my
I am going
wheels.
full on old man.
You can't do it.
I can't do it.
You
There
can't
wouldn't
do
be
it.
a
Your wife will
snowball's
not let you
chance
do
in
it.
Hades.
There's no chance. Your
There's
wife
no way in hell.
No.
It's my fantasy.
I can't even
Don't
picture,
ruin my fantasy.
I can't picture you even looking your wife in the face and saying, "My house, my rules. If you don't like it, then get out of here." No. Would you tell her? Would you tell
it
her?
doesn't happen.
No,
gonna say.
can't do it.
You
All right,
have
let me
another
ask
reason
you a
why they
question.
call
So
it
this
lazy.
this doctor's kids. It's now, do they sell the cards and everything? A lot of athletes, and they aren't necessarily 75 years old. Okay, a lot of athletes decide that they are going to have an auction. Like stud athletes do this, and I actually participated in one of these because he was a player that I enjoyed growing up. And you can follow online and you can bid on certain things. And quite frankly, this auction was too rich for my taste. So I more or less stayed there and watched to see how much this stuff gets sold for. Will there come a point in time in your life where, let's say you're 55 years old, and so you're 20 years younger than I am right now. You're 55 years old, and you have all this shit just sitting around your house.
Yeah.
Okay? And you go, I don't need this stuff here. It isn't about the money. I've done well, not only as an athlete, but my investments, I've done well.
Right.
I'm going to sell this stuff for my grandchildren. And you put everything out there, because this guy who I liked growing up named Bob Gainey had an auction. It was that Southbees did it. He had an auction of like everything. Like, it was crazy. I mean, some of the stuff that he had, it was just like, why do you have that? And it was funny because I forget exactly what it was, but he kept like one Stanley Cup. There was one Stanley Cup ring that meant something to him, and there was a jersey that meant something to him. But he sold everything. And the prices that people were buying this stuff for, it was insanity. Like I said, there were a couple jerseys I was like, I would love to get that jersey and put that, like, I would literally frame it and put it in my basement, like his 1979 Stanley Cup jersey. I'd get that. Now, all right, I'm going to put a bid on that. I'll put $500 on. The bidding starts at $5,000, and I'm going, I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Why would I do a dumb jersey that hangs on my wall? I'm gonna pay $5,000 for it? No.
Why would somebody buy a car for $1.2 million?
Well, some people can do that. To me, I'm a principle guy. It's like, why? What's the point? But would you ever do something like that? Would you like literally say, your kids are older, your daughter, your son, they're older. First things first, you ask them, do you want any of this? Dad, I don't want any of this. Why would I want this? Would you like have an auction and sell your stuff off? Because my mindset is, why would I need it? I don't. Why would I need it? I might keep a couple things like Bob Gainey did, but you wouldn't do it?
No, I wouldn't sell them. I wouldn't sell it. Like, I have some jerseys in there that I have a Steph Curry jersey that he signed for my son that I have framed. He doesn't sign too many jerseys, so I wouldn't sell that. Like, the jerseys I have in my home are like jerseys that mean something to me. People I play with. Like, I wouldn't sell Calvin's jersey when I got his jersey. The last year he played, like, that jersey means something. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Obviously, I wouldn't sell that. I have Fred Jackson, who's one of my mentors. I wouldn't sell that one. Chris Ivory played against him in the GLIAC and got his Jets jersey when he played for the Jets. I wouldn't sell it because he came from the GLIAC. Same story, so that's something emotional. For me, Brandon Carr have that jersey, also from the GLIAC. Is doing very well in NFL. And the only jersey that I might sell in there that I have no...
But you can't take it with you when you go.
Yeah, I'm saying the one but I can give it to my children. They can sell it.
Okay.
I wouldn't sell it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I get what you're saying.
And that's what I'm saying. For his kids to get that $20 million, I would sell it because they don't mean anything to me.
Yeah, he literally he sold it all. Basically, gave it to his grandkids. You know, like I said, I don't remember exactly, so don't kill me for it. I think he said he kept one Stanley Cup ring and he kept one jersey, and he sold everything. And this is a guy that had been there and done that. Name something in hockey, he did it. You know what I mean? He sold every. Mike Eruzione, remember from Miracle on Ice, like sold his gold medal, sold his jersey, sold the stick that he scored the goal with to beat the Russians.
Do you know why?
I mean, he sold everything.
You know why?
You think he needed the cash?
No, I won't say he needed it. He gave it to his. Oh, well, that particular one. Now,
Yeah, he gave the money to his grandkids. I know that.
Right, and so I remember I was watching Mike Tyson. He was doing some type of interview, and he walked into this room. He had like all of his all of his belts on his table, and then the interviewer said, "These are great. Look at all these accomplishments you've done or you accomplished throughout your career." And Mike Tyson said, "It's garbage. It's trash." And that's how he felt about it.
I feel the exact same way.
Right.
There's nothing, like, honest to God, there's nothing like.
But we work our whole lives to get to this certain point because this is what the world or the people around us saying, this is what you need to achieve. And then once you have it, you realize this is cool. But it's like you said, you can never take it away from me.
Mm-mm.
But the high comes back down because you know what? Somebody has to win next year.
Yeah.
And then the year after that. And then the year after that. There's only so many people who can tell a person who won the Super Bowl in 1980.
It was the Philadelphia Eagles and the Oakland Raiders. The Oakland Raiders were the first team, the wild card, to win the Super Bowl. They thrashed the Philadelphia Eagles, as a matter of fact. Kenny King caught a record 81-yard touchdown pass out of the backfield. So
you see what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
there was no reason to know it.
Hey, we talked about this on the Morning Wood Show, which you can catch from 8 to 10 every Monday and Fridays, Monday through Friday. Sean, we're going to put you up. We're going to do a Jeopardy Maz versus Baligian on sports trivia. You in?
He doesn't want that.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
That's good content.
Fish, you know why? Fish, you know why he doesn't? You know how I know definitively he doesn't want that?
Because you're the best. Trash talk.
Because he already pulled Art aside and said, Art, we have to put some rules and stipulations on this. So I already. He doesn't want that. Listen, let me say this very. I don't care about your rules. I don't care about your stipulations. It means nothing to me. You don't want this.
I can confirm that he did say that.
I don't, and I'm not I'm not saying it cockily. No. I don't want to disrespect him.
But here's the thing: is that I feel, Sean, you know I love you. You know I think you're a great guy. I think he might have a little bit over an edge if we stick to who A-Rod has slept with and how many times. Other than that, he's got no chance. And I love Maz. Maz hooked me up with
he doesn't want
anything
anything
the other
to do
day.
with
He doesn't want the problem zone. Just being honest, Maz.
Yeah, we're just doing basic sports questions. So sorry, Maz. Who hit the 17th, 50th home run and what billboard was on the back? That's not going to be one of the questions.
You know what?
We'll
if it makes him feel better, we can do whatever the hell he wants.
Maybe okay, so if you feel that way, if you feel that way, I know that Maz.
You bury him?
1,000%. He knows it. If you brought him, Maz, if you're here right now, okay, Maz, who's going to win? He knows it.
Okay,
he doesn't want this.
Hey, Stick, go grab Maz.
He's not here. He doesn't show up till 2:59 like you. 5 minutes before, 2 seconds before the show.
What time did I get here today?
So
what time I get today? Hey, Art.
Art. Look at how triggered he is. Look at how triggered he is. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Y'all want me to make Art feel like a dick?
Yes.
Yes.
He's at a funeral this morning. That's why he's not
Why would
here.
I feel like a dick? That has nothing to do with
because you just ripped on him for being late when the guy's showing respect to somebody that he knew.
Okay, that's fine. But for one, I didn't know that. And for two,
yeah, that's why you shouldn't talk that way about people.
Yeah, you shouldn't talk that way.
Who cares? Regardless, it's about
don't speak on what you don't know.
Everybody cares about. So you don't care about a person going to a funeral?
No.
To show respect, you don't care.
Are you gonna let me talk?
This is the type of people we got working here.
Oh my God, give me a break. Hey,
you need to take a vacation somewhere and get out of here with that negative vibrations.
Oh, let me check my crypto money. I can't afford a vacation
because you don't want to hold. Okay. You're shook.
I'm still holding right now.
You're pulling out, Sean, what you never do.
Can we get back to the fucking subject at hand?
Yes. Man, shut up.
Sean, listen.
You shut your mouth.
Put your money where your mouth is.
I put my money. I got my money on Sean. Sean
too.
got this one.
Yeah, that's smart money.
Can I
Money's
say?
on Sean.
You can say whatever you want.
You want money?
Sean.
Yeah, you want to lose more money? Put it on Maz.
Hey, who's at the top?
You want more money? Put it on Maz.
Baligian and Bell.
I
right?
just
So raise your hand.
I just got a notification that Binance is down by 16%, and I'm furious.
Okay, listen, Sean. You're a collector of sports memorabilia.
scaring me,
So is
Des.
Maz. Why don't you get to pick
like
out
gorilla.
one thing out of his collection? He picks one out of yours, and that's the prize.
No.
Winner takes all.
No.
No?
No.
It don't sound very confident then.
No. Do you know why I'm saying no?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have to.
Oh, shit.
I don't, like,
I mean, do you want to make that bet? I would bet you that Sean will win that.
I'm not saying. Why would I bet against
You
my
would-
brother?
yeah.
Can we
Your
actually
brother.
do this?
I thought he
Maz
was your number one. I
Baligian?
thought he was out of here. I thought Fisher to the
No, he's
to the front
definitely
of the
beating
line.
your ass today.
I'm not. I'm being serious. It's not something like to be proud of. It's just when I was a kid, that's what I did. I don't know how to explain it. You know, I mean, like at my dad's memorial, that's one of the things we talked about. My dad used to play that trick on me. He'd ask me questions, and then he'd ask me some sports related or some school related thing, and I'd just look at him. And so my dad's comment was all the time, true story. What's that damn useless information going to do for you when you grow up?
Make it.
Yeah, Dad, I figured out what to do with it, but I'm not being a.
You like that class clown
I'm not
that's
even being
now doing
cocky about it.
successful.
I'm being serious. It's
No, I'm
just
saying,
like I know that shit.
You're
I
like
don't know
that
how to say
class
it.
clown that became a comedian, was very successful and making millions of dollars.
Yeah,
all
I'm not
around the
making
world.
millions of dollars.
You could
All right,
if you
yeah,
sold
you
your
make-
cards.
Yeah.
Listen, you love what you do, right?
Yes,
You can make it. You're making a good living doing what you love. You
we're
can't
doing
beat it.
all right.
Yeah, you can't beat it, Sean.
Yes, Arthur.
Nothing. I'm.
No,
nothing.
don't do that. Nothing to me.
That
He always
pisses
gets in
me
his
off when
feelings.
he just dropped like, you didn't know he had a funeral today? No, I wasn't sleeping in his bed next to him with the Sergei Fedorov hockey stick dry humping it. I'm sorry that I didn't know. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, let's talk about Dylan Larkin, shall we? One
Can
of my
I ask
favorite
one more
humans.
question though before
All
we
right,
get into
fine.
No,
like,
it's Joique's show.
What was just
you.
so I know, what was Maz's? Maz wanted to try to put
Maz's
criteria
gripe
on
was
this.
that if we're doing dates, that he knows he's gonna lose. That was his gripe.
So he doesn't like years. Like who won the Stanley Cup in
Yeah,
1980?
he said we can't
pick a
do
year.
that, and I said, okay, Maz,
7.
then we can't do anything related to the Yankees.
Edmonton and 7 over Philly.
No Yankees for him, no dates for you. If we're gonna that's just a stupid rule.
All right. Who won the bigs in '86?
All four. The Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup in 5 games over the Calgary Flames. A 20-year-old named Patrick Waugh was the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. 1986
This is freaking
NBA
amazing.
Finals were the Boston Celtics over the Twin Towers, the Houston Rockets. The 1986 World Series was the infamous Bill Buckner play in Game 6. The Mets beat the Red Sox in 7. And Super Bowl 20 was 46-10, the Chicago Bears over the New England Patriots.
All
And if you
all
want to
watch
waste
this.
your time
Watch this.
fact
Hold on,
checking
watch
me,
this. Watch this.
you're
Watch
wasting
this.
your time.
I'm gonna stop him right here. 2011
2011. Let's start with.
hockey.
Well, no. You know what? I have to do it by the date. I have to seriously. I have to do it by the date. The 2011 season was the official New York Giants knocking off the New England Patriots again when the whole defensive line got healthy. Hockey was the Boston Bruins over the Vancouver Canucks in 7,
That was actually
winning
Green Bay.
on the road.
That was Green Bay.
No, but it was.
2011.
I said the 2011 season. The 2011
Okay.
season. So don't do
Okay.
me like that.
Okay.
And so you asked for the Stanley Cup. That was the famous series where the Bruins went on the road and beat Vancouver, and then the riots happened in Vancouver. And you may have seen that picture, the couple kissing on the ground in the middle of the riot. Kenny, do you remember that as a hockey fan? It's a very famous picture. There's like chaos everywhere, and there's 2 people laying in the middle of the street, like just making out while there's chaos. So,
Love.
thank you.
Love.
Yes, sir.
Real quick, Maz and I didn't get along on the hook, and I'll be honest with you, because we're both very stressful people. Very stressful. And it's a crazy show, let's just be honest. But I feel like if the pressure came down to where he needed to get the last point to win, or you win, he'd be like me and he'd fuck it up. Like, I'm just being honest. Maz and I are so alike that the stress and you get excited and you forget.
Well, Art, it's not going to point.
I was gonna say, it
Art,
wouldn't even
it's
get
not going to
there.
get to that point because I'm not going to get a question wrong.
Oh, Also, people are saying that Stick's gonna kick my ass. I'll take things that I know for 500, Alex. No shit. Like, everyone's like, Art's more girly. Stick's gonna. How tall is Art? We
More
know.
girly than Kennedy.
I'm just saying. How the fuck am I supposed to know that homeboy was at a funeral?
Because ask the question and relax. You always up here, man. Bring it down.
No,
Art.
listen. Here's the
how
deal.
How about this? How about Maz is he's not in right now. I don't know where he is. Stick. Do you know what Maz is? Oh, he's at a funeral. Oh,
I'm
okay.
supposed to ask before we start talking shit? Hey, Joy, what kind of day did you have today? You found a tin can on the ground. You must be devastated. Let's be nice to you. Get out of here.
You know what? We come on this show every day, and just get back to sports.
You just want to be
let's
good.
Talk about Dylan Larkin.
No, we have to take a break.
Oh.
When we come back, let's talk about Dylan Larkin.
Somebody said, by the way, I didn't finish 2011 because you were trying to make a point.
Okay, finish 2011.
The Dallas Mavericks won the NBA title, and the World Series was won by the St. Louis Cardinals over the Texas Rangers, who had defeated the Detroit Tigers in the ALCS. Thanks for playing.
Here we go. Hey, so do you want to give us the over/under on the competition between you and Mass?
Baseball, basketball season, long seasons, hockey season, with up to 400 potential matches a month. You can make each and every one matter by having skin in the game with mybookie.ag. Whether you're placing a wager on your favorite team player or just looking for kicks, MyBookie gives you the best odds and tons of options to make all your favorite sports a hell of a lot more exciting. Bet on, for example, Sean and Maz. Maybe you can get odds on that. If you want to lose money, bet on Maz. If you want to win money, bet on me. Take advantage of all the odds for these events coming up, or hit up the MyBookie Casino for the full-fledged experience where weekly blackjack tournaments give you and your friends a crack at prize pools of up to $50,000. Go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use your promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. Let them know that we sent you, and you can use that promo code Woodward to prove it to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with that W. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Dylan Larkin, next, right here. Well, not literally, but we'll talk about him when we come back. Woodward Sports.
Morning, Art.
Morning, D-Mac. Hi, how are you? By the way, this Sports Jeopardy thing's never going to happen. Let's just get that out of the way. It's never going to happen. Dylan Larkin, recovering from an injury that put him in a neck brace. It's interesting because, full disclosure, I'm going to confess this myself.
Okay.
I thought this was part of Operation Shutdown by the Red Wings. I did. Shh! Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody that they shut the season down. Don't tell anybody. I thought this was I thought this was part of Operation Shutdown for the Red Wings. You know how they decided to sit everybody down the stretch?
Yeah.
Because they're doing the smart thing, whether people want to admit it or not, and like improving their draft position. I thought it was part of Operation Shutdown when I first heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. This was a serious thing.
Yeah. And it's interesting, Art, if you play the clip, you can't really see it happen.
Mm-mm.
Like, I haven't found an angle where you can totally, I mean, a little bit right there, but.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah, right there. Watch. Oh, he falls down. It's like he hits it. Oh.
I mean, I just don't understand. There's never a need to. He's already going down, and then you're going to cross-check him in the back of the neck.
The stupid stars with those stormtrooper uniforms, too. Look at him.
No, the injury, yeah, if you see it right here, he
Boom.
pushes his head into like the opposing player's gut almost, and you can see him get wobbled from it.
I honestly, I really did. I thought it was part of Operation Shutdown, so I feel guilty about that.
Yeah.
I do.
Jerk.
Jerk.
No, this is your boy. I want you to go on.
Oh, well, I was just watching the video back now where I can see it better. There's never a time for that. I know there are a lot of guys in the NHL that do kind of cross-check off the face-off, but, I mean, at that point, he's already turned around and his head is down, and then you push it down further on literally the nape of his neck. I mean, there's
completely uncalled for. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Nah,
Completely uncalled for.
Do you think he tried to hurt him or just tried to just be a rough? Now,
There's-
it's a thin line between.
I agree with you.
It's a thin line between like being a tough guy and then being a hole. That's kind of.
If you are, I'm telling you, Joique, you were
I'm
kind
not
of
a hockey
busy
player.
playing football. I have had this argument for years, especially with people in this town, okay? Because every hit on one of our players, every hit should call for execution, okay? And I get that, hometown people and stuff like that. The biggest problem that I have, how in the world do you prove intent? In sports, how do you prove intent?
Come on.
No, I'm serious. How do you prove intent?
Through track record.
Things are happening.
Through
Things
a
are
track record.
Nailed it.
No, through a track record.
Nailed
For
it.
instance, when Sue used to do certain things on the football field, tee it up. When he used to do certain things on the football field, once you get, that's that gorilla we need.
So what you're trying to tell me is every time something happens, it can't be. There's no possible way it can be part of the natural game. It must be because he wanted. That's my point.
What I'm
You
saying-
cannot.
what I'm
It's
saying,
not black
Sean,
or white. It is or isn't.
Let me say this, Sean. When you have a player who has been fined or penalized for unnecessary roughness, we'll say that, right? And it's been happening over and over and over, game after game. After a certain time frame, like after that second strike, that's just your MO.
Well, you know what's really weird about this is, Fish, you were watching a hockey game last night, right?
Why'd you put my boy up like that?
Yes, sir.
Kennedy, you were watching a hockey game last night, right?
I
There
actually
was a
wasn't.
horrific injury in a hockey game last night.
I saw that injury.
I
It was
saw
awful.
that.
A horrific injury in a hockey game. Okay, Art, if you can find the clip. It was the most frightening part is when he tried to get up and his body bent in a way that body shouldn't bend, and he fell backwards and like the eyes rolled in the back of his head. Okay, and anybody with half a brain in their head knows, watching the play, it was completely inadvertent. Now let me give you some added bonus to this, just for added bonus. These two are also boys. They've been friends for many years, going back to the Ontario Hockey League, and I was broadcasting in the Ontario Hockey League. This is why that conversation is interesting to me, and this is why I say no to you and Art with similar backgrounds. The guy whose knee hit this player in the head, his nickname is Rat. I'll give you two guesses why he's called Rat. He's done so many rat things. He's one of many rats. There's a rat family in the National Hockey League.
He's a snitch. I don't know.
Okay, he's done many rat things in the National Hockey League. Okay, you watch this play. Art will find this play for you. It is 1,000% inadvertent.
It's so
It
unintentional.
is. It's one. But using the logic that you and Art are talking about, somebody could say, "Well, that's Corey Perry. Corey Perry's been a cheap shot artist his whole life. He's a flippin' rat." That's my point. It's like you get
Right on the head.
Watch this. Tavares
So
goes
he's
down.
down, and then
Player
the-
skating by, tries to jump over his head.
Yeah, and knees him in the face.
Play it again, Art.
Yeah, that's
So he's down, and then he was trying to jump over him. To
And
get out of the way.
literally-
No, there's no way somebody will look at that and say,
But
that's
it's
just
Corey Perry.
No.
He's been suspended 100 times because he's a rat.
No, so this is what happens. This is what happens,
Oh,
right?
God, stop playing it.
This
It, like,
happens,
hurts.
right? A play like that happens in the NFL or something like that, and it's not an automatic fine. What they do, they send you to a board. The board calls you. They walk us through this play. What was going through your mind? You explain it to them. Obviously, that's unintentional. Come on, there's no way.
But again, that's what how do you prove intent? Because there were people saying last night that that's Corey Perry.
Bring it up. What are you talking about? Look at this man right here. You're gonna say that this guy
you know
right
what?
here.
Art,
wait,
you
what
know,
a fine
Art,
specimen.
Come on, man.
Art, and all due respect, you're
What a
not
fine
paying
specimen.
attention. I brought up an example of something that happened last night with a guy who has been doing it longer than Tom Wilson.
So
Yeah.
that's intent.
That's my point. Anybody with half a brain in their head is going to look at that play and go, he didn't mean to do that.
Right.
But you're going to have the artists out there of
Yeah.
the world that are going to say, that's Corey Perry. He meant to do that.
No,
that's my point.
That
That's
happened too
my
fast.
point.
That's a bang bang play.
That's
bang,
exactly
bang.
it.
That's
but
a bang bang.
you had people on Twitter
Yes.
last night. Trust me.
A lot
We're saying
of them.
that's Corey
You
Perry.
know why? You know
if
why?
that's anybody else,
you know
I
why?
don't buy it.
You know why? Play it in slow motion if you can.
You're
Play
asking
the
a
slow
lot
motion.
from Art right now.
Play it in slow motion if you can.
Oh, man.
No, don't worry about it.
Don't
don't
do
worry
that.
about it.
Don't
We
do
can
that.
either do it or
not
we
going
can't.
Don't worry about it.
It's a bang bang play.
Yeah.
But you're
what I'm
going to
saying
have
is-
people like Art
But
say,
what I'm saying
it's
is,
Corey Perry.
you're
Listen,
not
listen,
letting me
Sean. When
explain myself,
when they
but
play
that's
that
fine.
back on TV and they play it back in slow motion, right? And they play it back in slow motion, it might look like he had enough time to move out of the way. But when you play it in real time, it's not that way. But when you watch it on TV and they slow it up, it looks like he might be able to move or
Can't prove
maneuver out the
intent,
way.
man. Sorry. It's a waste of everybody's time.
Come on, Sean.
It's a waste of
Okay.
everybody's time.
Sean, listen though, okay? This image of this man right here, Mr. Wilson. When it, like Joique said, when it's a track record and it's over and over and over again, then that's intent.
You can't talk to us about Tom Wilson. We love him too
You
much.
can be a fanboy
No,
because that's great.
I want you to repeat everything you just said. That whole comment, except this time, don't say Tom Wilson, say Corey Perry.
I'll say
Corey Perry's worse than Tom
I
Wilson. He's been
understand,
doing it
but
longer.
If you have a track record of doing it over and over,
So what you're
it's
saying?
not innocent
So what you're
accident
saying?
anymore.
So what you're saying is watching that play last night. Corey Perry literally meant to knee John Tavares in the head. That's what you're telling me.
Not that part. Okay, there's a listen. Let me.
You're
explain.
not proving intent then.
No, let me explain. Out of every incident that's happened with Tom Wilson, for instance, there's probably 1% that was an accident. But would you say the majority of them is because he's being an asshole player?
Probably.
No.
So good luck.
Okay.
So
That's
good luck.
all I
So good luck proving intent.
But I just
Good
told
luck.
you though. I just
Okay.
told you though. They send these cases to a board. The board calls you, walk us through this. Okay, what was your intent? What was going through your mind? Did you have enough time to move? And then you can. It's like an investigation you go through, and then from that they decide whether they want to fine you, penalize you.
Well, what's interesting about
suspend you.
What's interesting about it is there have been some incredible things that have happened. I'll use hockey as an example, where guys that you didn't expect it from them. Okay, and the issue is if Tom Wilson comes in, and I understand totally what Art's saying, you're guilty. Mm-hmm. You're guilty.
No,
I mean, that's
I'm
just the
not
way it is.
saying
You're guilty.
that.
You're. I
You
mean,
are saying that.
no.
Darren
He
McCarty-
made
Joy,
he
let me
made
speak
his
for
own.
me.
He made his own bet. Tom Wilson is going to be punished. There's a track record there. Whereas if I don't have anything on my track record, I can know 100% in my head I meant to do what I did, but maybe they're going to give me the benefit of the doubt. It's stupid to try to prove intent. Last night, you said it perfectly. You look at that play. That is a bang, bang play. Mm-hmm. And then you dig a little deeper and you find out that's legitimately his boy. They're friends,
And
okay? But you are going to have
That's the
people.
investigation.
You are going to have people like Art that are going to say,
you're not
"That's Corey
listen-
Perry."
You're not listening to me.
That's
No, no, no,
exactly
no.
what you
You're
said.
not-
There
You're
are
not listening
people
to
on
yourself.
Twitter
Around it.
saying
It's-
that it was on purpose.
What?
There are people on Twitter saying
And
that
I'm
that was
not
on
saying
purpose.
that.
We're
You
not
go
saying you.
case
We're
by
just
case,
using you
but
as
when
an
you
example.
Have a fucking YouTube compilation like Sean Avery, Tom Wilson, all of these fucking rough players, then you have to wonder
Art-
how much is coincidence.
Art, you are not, and this is where I'm going to say again, you are not listening to me, okay? Corey Perry has been a rat longer than Tom Wilson has. Just because you don't know who Corey Perry is doesn't mean that Corey Perry hasn't been every bit of a rat. He's done rattier things than Tom Wilson over the course. He's got the Lifetime Achievement Award.
I don't know. A rat sounds like a person who snitches on the people doing all the dirty stuff.
That's a snake.
No,
No, I think a
I'll define it to you in hockey. He's a cheap shot.
Okay.
He is absolutely positively a cheap shot. There's no other way to say it. So again, Art, to wit, if Tom Wilson did that, then surely he meant to do it.
No, because that's where you're not understanding where I'm coming from. I said there's 99% of the time, yeah, he's an asshole player. In the sense of what happened last night, that was an accident.
So how do you prove intent?
By looking at it.
Okay, so you're not, but that's my point. If other people are saying this is the player, how do you prove intent? You can't. You cannot do that. I'm sorry, it's a stupid premise. You can't prove intent. You can't.
And that,
it's so stupid in sports.
Okay, but going back to this Dylan Larkin fiasco, Sean, how high can you hold your stick in hockey?
You know what?
It was up here.
I'm going to guess.
That's purposeful.
I'm going to guess that I'm going to hope. How's that? Hope.
Okay.
I'm going to hope that his intent was not to cross-check him in the neck, but get him in the upper back and shove him back down to the ice.
Is that much better, though?
That is.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
And is it
It
more
is.
legal?
No, but
Exactly.
Think about this, though, Kennedy. Would I rather take a cross-check to my neck or to my upper back?
Certainly.
That's
I
what
don't want to ever have either.
I would
truly,
hope and
but-
pray. I would hope and pray that wasn't his intent as a human being.
Right.
But
the cross
should he be punished for that? 1,000%.
Maybe not the area.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, it was. To me, I'm of the opinion. I want to believe that guys don't purposely want to hurt people. Sometimes there are moments though where you can't. A stick swinging incident. There's nothing good that's going to come out of that. Right. Okay. Like the famous stick, and you could find this. Marty McSorley was basically kicked out of the league. Okay. He wanted Donald Brashear to fight him. Donald Brashear would not fight him, and he fouled him down the ice and finally took his stick and hit him on the side of the head in an effort to get him to fight and knocked him out. Jeez. This big, giant man, Donald Brashear. That was the end of Marty McSorley's career. Like, he got suspended for the rest of the year, and he goes, I'm not even going to appeal this. And that was his career was done. It was over.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't come back from that, right? So there are moments where a guy loses his head. I get it. It's going to happen. There are moments, I'm sure, in football where a guy did something not as serious, but even Clay Matthews grabbing your hair and yanking it. Right away he realized, dude, I'm sorry, my bad. Bad reaction, everything. If you want to call me naive, I want to believe that guys don't have bad intentions like that. I'm going to break this dude's neck with a cross-check. I want to believe that. I want to believe that guys have more respect for the game and each other. And if that makes me naive, maybe I'm naive. Watch this. Just disgusting. Ugh. That's such a no. It's just disgusting. Yeah. Woodward Sports said D-Mac would definitely be the man to ask on this topic. He and I have had discussions about the code, as we call it in hockey, many times. Yeah. Trust me, we've had in-depth conversations about the code. You want to believe, but sometimes, something happens. The Leafs felt last night, in the case of last night, they had to go fight Corey Perry right away.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. So did the team have a right to fight him since it wasn't intentional?
I think you have to answer I think Corey Perry knew better than anybody that he had to answer the bell. I think he did. I think he knew better than anybody he had to answer the bell. What was interesting about it is after the game, you know what happened? Wow. They asked Mike Foligno, and the guy that fought him, and he goes, I know for a damn fact he didn't mean to do it. Mm-hmm. He goes,
is that the code then?
He goes, we have to, he goes, you know what? To me, I know some people are going to be surprised because I'm a big supporter of fighting in hockey. I think it has a place for hockey. I thought last night was useless.
Me too.
There's no reason to do it.
Well, if it wasn't intentional, yeah.
There's no reason. He said it. The player said, his reasoning was, there was no gray area. Let's get it out of the system and we can all go back to playing hockey. Right. And Corey Perry agreed. Because you can see him. He's having a conversation with him. And Corey, you can see Corey going, I didn't mean to do it. And Mike's going, well, you should fight. And Corey goes, okay. And he's already shaking. He's already shaken off his gloves before they even dropped the puck.
Oh man.
Now, did he have to? No.
See,
and if you attack him, then that's breaking the code. But I thought it was stupid. I thought last night it was unnecessary. There was no reason.
If it were me,
it was a terrible accident.
I
mean, he hurt his friend.
I already hurt someone. I don't want to hurt someone else with a fight. Like, I already took one person out on accident. Why do I want to purposely do it?
Yeah, Scott said, didn't an NFL player get suspended last year for grabbing another player's helmet and swinging at his head? The Mason Rudolph, Myles Garrett situation.
Yeah. Was that?
That was 2 years ago.
That was the Steelers?
Steelers-Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steelers-Browns.
Yeah.
And again, that's one of those things. Now, Art, this goes back to your point. There's no gray area there. There's no interpretation, okay? You had bad intentions. You take your helmet off and swing your helmet at a man, you're not, there's no...
First of all, that's stupid. You never take a helmet off in football when you about to fight.
Well, he
you
was a
grab
quarterback.
their helmet, you grab their helmet, and you take their helmet off and
Yes.
you use their helmet. That's what you're supposed to do, but you don't take your helmet off. Like, so you can even look. It's a clip of Aaron Donald had his shoulder pads off after the game. When the game was over, he put his helmet back on and go and look to go find the person. Aw, thank you, Sean.
Was that bothering you?
No, I wanted to help my friend.
Aw.
And wanted to fight the guy that he had been beefing with during the game. I don't know if words were exchanged, but if you can see him putting his helmet back on, walking to the guy. He didn't have on the shoulder pads, just a helmet, because you know in football you fight with your helmet on. You don't take a helmet off.
Well, what was interesting, if you remember about the Brown-Steelers situation, was the aftermath and the ramifications, because Myles Garrett swears that Mason Rudolph called him the word that I'm never going to say. And they had an investigation, and nobody else heard it, including his teammates. You know, but is that what caused Myles Garrett to do that? That, you know what word I'm talking about. That word.
That word.
That word. That was, and
You can't
and
say it
Mason,
on the air?
I'm not going to say it to you privately. How's that? The N-bomb.
The
The N-bomb. And Mason Rudolph came out and was like, absolutely, positively
Called him a
not.
Negro?
The other word, you know what I'm talking about.
Kenny, what
Don't
word
put
is
me
that?
in that spot.
Don't ever. I would never.
Yeah.
Okay, make it
so
sure.
so
Make it sure.
they had to have the investigation, and the reason why Mason Rudolph, like they literally, nobody else heard it. Like I guess one of the Brown players said, "Look, if I heard it, I'd probably swing my." I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You know, but Miles swear he said it. Mason said they didn't. They bro hugged last year. I guess all is forgiven, but
No,
that was
first of all,
the background of it.
You know who had a similar situation? LeGarrette Blount, when they played Boise State.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that?
Oh, absolutely. Punch the guy.
Punch the guy, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Joique had brought up Aaron Donald, who's always been a beast in my eyes. What he did to Frank Gore here, I don't know if you guys remember, but where he body slammed him.
Is this when Sue was there, too?
I believe so. Right here. The guy is just, oh my God. Poor Frank Gore. Like, seriously.
I'm sorry, that's
Grown man.
football. I'm sorry. It's
Nah,
football.
that was a quarterback. That's a penalty.
That's
look at
football,
that.
man.
Bam!
That's football.
He came with that gorilla. Look at him.
I'm sorry.
gorilla.
People,
Oh my God.
that's
That's
football.
a broken neck, broken back.
For you. For sure.
Hey, Sean, can you
For
send
you.
us to break, please?
Sure, sweetie.
Sure. What do you guys want to talk about next?
You know, I want to talk about who is the biggest narcissist on this show.
That's right. We took our test.
We took our test.
The answers won't surprise you.
It won't, not at all.
Really?
Birmingham Kennedy up.
Woodward Sports, everybody. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
AJ said, I wanted you to know my office ordered some wings and pizza. I'm enjoying, and I hope you have a good weekend. You too, AJ.
Everyone have some WAP this
I
weekend.
could use some
please.
WAP right now.
Are you
to
getting some
get
WAP this weekend?
I'm not getting WAP this weekend.
Okay. No.
I had the wings last night.
Yeah, wings?
Well, I did. I just nobody else was home.
Yeah.
So
No one's home. You got to call
all
up
afternoon
that WAP.
it was
Yeah,
time.
got caught up. Huh?
No, it was just the P yesterday.
Are you taking
no, the
WAP
W.
to your friend this weekend?
What?
Are you taking WAP to your friend you was telling me about?
What the hell are you talking about?
About the date you were having. You say you're going to bring wings and pieces.
I don't have a date this weekend.
You don't?
No.
Must be my other bestie.
Would you like to date Kennedy this weekend? Make sure to chime in. So Kennedy sent us this personality test the other
How to
day.
do it again?
Kennedy sent us this personality test the other day and asked us all to take it. I was the first one to take it.
Yes.
And I was actually kind of surprised at, like, my number and everything. I mean, I was a little... Is that... Were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Do I come across as an arrogant asshole?
No.
Okay.
A confident person, but
Yeah.
not arrogant.
No,
what
he's an
surprised
asshole.
me the most were these two's numbers, Joique and Art's.
My numbers are real.
Because listen, I am not the biggest narcissist on this freaking show. This is not even
Kennedy,
possible.
do you not remember saying Fridays are about me? It's Kennedy Broadwell Fridays.
Bullshit!
and-
I never said that.
You didn't say that?
I never said
You
that.
said it's about me.
That's like you
Screw
said
those
we have to
guys.
have you in this seat right here.
I
Because Friday is your
am
day.
in the middle
biggest
on
lie.
Friday. That's
Every
what she
Friday.
said.
And she said, make sure my
No.
Gucci glasses
I
are
will
clean.
I will clip other shows where Sean and Joique have both said, no, you should be up here all the time. And I said, no, I'm fine sitting in that chair back there. We can pick one day a week for me to come sit in the middle.
Hey, but we can all agree Joique lied on his numbers.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Joique totally lied.
You know what's funny, though? They broke it down, so I read mine, and I got to be honest with you, it's pretty much what I thought of me. I think there's a difference between, to use your word, I think there's a difference between confident and cocky.
Yeah.
And so my high scores were, I'm self-sufficient. I don't need your help or anybody else's help.
Right.
I don't.
Which is not a bad trait to have.
Which art, as you know, that goes along with a lot of my libertarian ideals. I don't need the government in my life. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to be okay.
All right, real quick, Fish. All right, put the number to call in up there. Guys, if you guys want to take your shot at Kennedy, call the show. Take a shot at her right now. She said call in. Put the number up. Call in, guys. Take a
It's
shot.
time for the dating
For the
game.
dating game.
Dave
Okay, well, we should have said this before they found out I'm the biggest narcissist on the entire show.
No.
With
They
a
gotta
score
know.
of
That-
24 out of 40.
At least they know what they walking into.
That's true. I am a very open and honest person.
Thank
They
you.
would know.
Right.
They would know what
And
they
I'm
were
very
getting.
open and honest. Otherwise, like you soft, but you got potential.
Okay, as
right.
long as I have potential.
Cause you got that what?
Gorilla.
No, you got the gorilla.
I can't. I don't know if I can make
You
that
can- yes, you
throaty
can.
noise. That gorilla.
There
Is
you
that
go.
better?
There we go. But you got to keep the serious face the whole time, like the
Yeah,
little,
do it again, Kennedy.
like
that
don't
sucks.
smile. Do it without
Yes,
smiling.
You guys.
After you say it, keep a mean face for 5 seconds.
Okay.
3, 2,
2, go.
That gorilla.
No,
Mean face.
No,
Mean face.
No,
That wasn't.
not selling it at all.
Not at
Not
all.
at
I don't
Kennedy.
think I'm a very
No.
angry person.
Now how you
No.
want? Now how you want to do that? Then?
Well, this is the thing. If you talk shit, then I'll get mad. But if
You
I,
can't do it.
Like,
Look at that.
Kennedy is fine. Yeah.
you guys.
Stop that. No,
Jack.
we love
My
Kennedy.
narcissism number is going.
Wearing a
It's
sweater,
going.
so I'm not sure.
That's
Well,
kind
she's
of-
wearing a sweater, so I'm not sure. What? She said you wearing a sweater.
You guys don't
I
like
would have
my
dated Kennedy
sweatshirt?
until seeing the score. Jeez.
God damn it.
If Kennedy comes to AZ, I would. All right, JGB. You got to call in, shoot your shot, though. Look how red Kennedy is
Oh
getting.
my
Not
God,
her. You are really getting red.
You
I don't
guys,
know about this comment.
I'm
Nobody
nervous.
wants to bring a broken dishwasher into their house.
I don't. Wow.
What's a broken
Because you
dish?
said you don't like washing dishes.
I've never said I don't like washing dishes.
My.
Who doesn't?
Wow,
Who likes
Gary.
washing dishes though?
They said you're a broken dishwasher.
There we go, Kennedy. That's it right there.
What's it say?
Imagine someone.
Birmingham Kennedy getting mad because she's at the roast. We don't go to Starbucks around here. We go to Birmingham Roast.
We go to Birmingham Roast.
Someone just cut you in
We
line,
go to
Kennedy.
Birmingham Roast.
Birmingham Roast right here.
Somebody just cut you in line, Kennedy. We need your reaction. And go.
Oh, they caught me in line at Birmingham Roast.
Gorilla.
No, that was
Yeah.
good. No, you didn't.
No, you did.
That was the no, you didn't.
I would
was.
grab her by the hair and say, "Bitch, excuse me, I was here."
Look, TikTok Mikey's coming in here. He wants to date
no,
Kennedy.
God.
No.
Look at out. We kick him out. He's going the other way.
Out.
Later. See you, Mike.
Not allowed.
Beat it.
None of that. None of those vibrations in my studio.
None of those vibrations. None of those vibes. Look at that. Rubbing off on her.
But
Rubbing off
out
on
of
her.
all of these scores, guys, in all honesty,
You have a crawfish?
Turn your mic
I
on.
will. It's not about dating, but we actually do have a call now. You tell me, Wes.
Oh,
It
what's
has
it
nothing to
about?
do with dating.
Oh, okay.
We can take the call if you would like.
What's
Yeah.
the question?
It's Pete. He's a massive card collection guy.
Oh.
Joey.
Oh.
What's happening?
Numbers are gonna go through the roof.
So as soon as you guys ready?
I'm good.
We're ready. Bring
All
it
right,
through.
we're ready. Pete, give us your card collecting wisdom.
What's up, Pete?
Hey, Pete, you're here with Sean Baligian, Kennedy Broadwell, and Joique Bell. What you got for us?
Hey man, I'm an avid card collector, and the new top baseball card this year looks like the 1974 top. Very cool with the cardboard box.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
I used to, when I was a kid, one of the cool things were the minis as well from the 75 series. You remember that, Pete? Like they had the big cards and they had the minis, and the value went up with the minis. It was, it's funny. We could get all nerded out like that with these cards.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sean, you are a freaking nerd.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. When you used to say it before, I didn't really get a glimpse of how big of a nerd you were.
I'm a nerd.
But it's great.
I openly admit it.
I
can't
it.
believe he called
I
the
love it
call
because I
about
learned so much.
cards
I
and
love
not
when
me.
Sean goes into his memory bank and pulls out all these cool things he knows. And
I'm a nerd.
I sit back and I learn a lot. Goodness.
So real quick to wrap up this break, the Baligian-Bell narcissism quiz. Who out of the list are you most surprised and least surprised with? So Joique, who do you see on that list where you're like, that score?
There's no way Kennedy is the top. I definitely put you above her.
Me?
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm not the top. I know it.
Kennedy, what score surprises you the most?
I felt like Joique would have been right up there with me. I feel like he lied a little. And I also think 8 is so freaking low, Art. You definitely lied.
I did take it, when I was high as shit.
Yeah.
So that might have helped, keeping me a little bit more calm. I don't know.
I think Sean and I are the only ones that took it honestly.
What? I did my honestly
No, you
as well.
didn't, Joique. You
Yes,
did
I
it while the
did.
Tesla was driving. You were checking your stocks.
It was just interesting how it broke down because all my like vanity stuff was very low, but my self confidence. If you look back at the time, my self confidence. Yes, I'm confident. I don't have any problem saying it.
What
Yes.
score, Sean?
That's how you outkick your coverage.
Yeah.
What was crazy to me was how you're talking about the breakdown. Mine said that authority was my biggest bar. I was like the most authoritative.
Well, how you talk to Mikey TikTok? Absolutely.
No, which is Art. You work with me every damn day. You know for a fact.
No, I will say.
I don't do anything by myself. I am not.
To defend you, the other day Kennedy was sending a message to somebody. She goes, Art, how do I word this? And I said, you went to 4 years of college. She's like, I just don't like authority. I don't know how to handle it. Like, how do I I don't.
So I was very surprised with my results.
I was surprised at yours too. To answer your question,
Sean,
I was surprised at Kennedy's.
Me too, kind of.
Kennedy, you're. I would categorize you as confident, but I
Who
wouldn't
came up with this
categorize you
graphic?
as.
Justin and
narcissistic.
Kennedy worked on
Right.
it together.
Does that make sense?
You and who?
Justin and Kennedy?
Kennedy, that's the picture you chose for yourself?
Yes, that's a new picture.
No, that's the only one Justin sent me. Why?
They
You hate
find
it?
only bad pictures of me. Like that. Every
No,
picture
listen,
you guys
time
people
out.
use on this
if
network.
If I have to edit another lower third or put another that has you without a hat on, that's like looking at that's not you.
Yes.
So before you leave, you're taking a new picture because
With
you
your hat on.
you without a hat I don't like.
Well, he can't take a picture with a lazy collar. No.
Okay, so
that's
we gotta wrap up the show, but one thing that we have to do is talk about Fish and show him some love today. Fish actually did the DraftKings Riff and Rockin' Sports Update. And
Yes.
I
Fishy!
You guys watch this for real.
Yeah, I'd like to close out the show. So, Joique, say your gangs.
What up, though? Gang. Thanks for tuning in with Sean Baligian, Kennedy Broadwell, Joique Bell, Fish in the Aquarium, Artemis Smith, a guy that no one likes. And
my gosh.
we'll catch you
You're the
guys
best,
next
Art.
week.
Never stop exploring.
Gang.
Hey, it's Fish with your DraftKings Riff on Sports update. The NBA last night, Washington beat the Memphis Grizzlies. We have the Warriors play tonight. NHL, Montreal, Pittsburgh, Florida, and Vegas all got wins last night. Tigers played 8-10 against Kansas City Royals. You want more sports? Go to woodwardsports.com.
My dog. All right, you want more?
Okay.
3, 2.
Hey, it's Fish with your DraftKings Rockin' Sports. Damn it. Fuck.
Dude, it happens to everyone.
Yeah. 3, 2.
Hey, it's Fish with your DraftKings Rockin' Sports update. The Tigers play tonight at 8:10 at the Kansas City Royals. Washington beat Memphis last night. Montreal, Pittsburgh, and Florida and Vegas all won last night in the National Hockey League, and Corey Connors leads after round 1. You want more sports? Get it from woodwardsports.com.